Hello there and welcome to the Sleepy Science Channel. Tonight, we're not chasing stars or diving into black holes, we're venturing into the strange and endless universe inside your own head. The senses are your body's storytellers, whispering in vibrations, light, and scent. They take raw chaos from the outside world and spin it into the illusion you call reality. Your eyes, ears, nose, and skin are like a committee that never agrees but somehow gets the job done. They argue, overlap, and improvise until your brain says, "Perfect." That's what the world looks like. Every heartbeat, every flicker of color, every hum of sound is part of a secret conversation between your body and the universe. So, before we drift deeper, take a moment to like and subscribe, but only if you genuinely enjoy falling asleep to nerdy mysteries. Drop a comment to let me know where you're listening from. Now, dim the lights, settle in, and let your mind stretch open like a sleepy cat. Tonight, we'll explore the science of perception and the gentle trickster inside your skull who edits reality as you dream. Here's something strange. Your brain can change the way food tastes just by looking at it. A strawberry yogurt dyed green might taste like lime. Same flavor, different color, your neurons rewrite the story. In labs, people sip identical drinks tinted differently and swear they taste sweeter, sourer, or fruitier. It's not deception, it's imagination doing overtime. Vision bosses the other senses around like a diva director. You see color, your nose sniffs expectation, and your tongue politely agrees. Together, they choreograph an illusion of flavor so convincing that you forget it's mostly prediction. Your brain isn't lying, it's painting in the missing details like an artist finishing a dream. Taste, it turns out, isn't a single sense, it's a remix, a mashup of sight, smell, texture, and memory, all edited together in the studio of your mind. What you think you're tasting is often what you expect to taste. The flavor exists half on your tongue and half in your imagination. Dinner, in a way, is part science, part hallucination. And then there are people whose senses don't just cooperate, they collide. They can literally taste colors, see sounds, or feel words. It's called synesthesia, and for them, reality is a cross-wired symphony. A name might taste like mint, a violin note might shimmer blue. Their world is painted with sensations the rest of us can barely imagine. Each of us, though, shares a hint of that wonder. Every breath, heartbeat, and blink is your brain performing live theater, making sense of nonsense in real time. So as you drift tonight, remember, the universe doesn't just surround you, it's being created inside you, moment by moment, thought by thought. Imagine a world where sounds sparkle like disco balls, numbers feel as bumpy as gravel, and words taste like gourmet candy. Synesthesia, an extraordinary connection between senses, provides this whimsical experience. Someone might declare that Michael tastes like cool mint, while another insists that Tuesday feels like a rough, blue blanket. These aren't simple flights of fancy, but documented phenomena where brain scans reveal sensory regions dancing together, blending the lines of perception into a multisensory fiesta. This dance doesn't just sound cool, it can boost memory, creativity, and emotional recall. Picture this, recalling your childhood from a whiff of cinnamon or a splash of red. Synesthesia allows for an experience where perception isn't merely solo acts but a whole ensemble, where sound splashes with color and words trip over flavors, each blending harmoniously. It's a quirky and vivid reality, inviting you to savor the world every day with new gusto and delight. Let's take a quick detour into the unique power of smell. It turns out that our olfactory sense is the VIP of memory recall. When the scent of a campfire wafts through the air or rain hits the pavement, it's like a time machine, sending you spiraling back through the years. This instantaneous journey happens because smell takes a shortcut through the brain, bypassing layers of processing and heading straight to the emotional core, the limbic system. Voila! The essence of a moment comes back with all its feels. Why is that? Well, the olfactory bulb establishes a direct connection to the hippocampus and amygdala, our memory and emotion masterminds. That's why a whiff of something familiar can conjure a vibrant memory, not just the event itself, but how you felt when it happened. It's what scientists call the P effect, a nod to the writer who articulated this phenomenon when savoring the aroma of tea and muffins. Here, smells ignite memories that words can't capture. And here's the kicker, everyone's sense of smell is as distinct as a snowflake or a thumbprint. Each person's nasal cavity shape, sensitivity level, and genetic quirks create a signature olfactory profile that no one else shares. So, the next time you and your buddy catch a whiff of that same rose, remember that you're each sipping on a different bouquet of scents filtered through your unique perception. Wild. This individuality stretches beyond roses. Ever noticed how some people douse themselves in floral perfumes while others go for earthy scents? It's all about those 400+ smell receptors tuning into the world's chemical cocktail in a way that resonates specifically with their brain. This personal blend influences our preferences in food, fragrance, and even our feelings towards certain environments. So why does this matter? Imagine the vibrant world we can access when we embrace our senses, encouraging them to mingle rather than stay confined to their corners. It reminds us that the ordinary can become extraordinary. A simple dinner might morph into a carnival of tastes, smells, and vivid memories, depending on how each sense plays its part in the grand, symphonic experience of living. At the end of the day, our senses are intended to be partners in crime, not solo acts. The intertwining of sight, sound, taste, and smell makes our reality rich, flavorful, and full of life. So go ahead and embrace your multi-sensory adventures. Why merely see the world when you can savor, smell, and feel every delicious moment? It's a wild ride out there, and the flavors are simply too scrumptious to miss. Cilantro is the culinary equivalent of a game of roulette. Some people think it's a fresh, zesty delight, while others recoil as if they've just tasted soap. What's the secret sauce? A single gene that pulls the culinary strings. Even identical twins, who typically share almost the same DNA, can have disparate opinions when it comes to this polarizing herb. It's like a soap opera for your taste buds, with each nose writing its own dramatic script. The world of smells is far more fascinating than you might think. Our noses can pick up a staggering multitude of scents, over 1 trillion. For ages, scientists stuck with the old notion that humans could recognize merely 10,000 odors. But then modern research strolled in and blew that myth to smithereens. It's like unfolding a fine piece of origami. Every crease reveals another layer and possibility in the complex world of our olfactory senses. Here's the plot twist. Each odor isn't just a single molecule hanging out solo. Oh no, it's more like a big, eclectic jam session where different molecules harmonize to create unique scents. Our brains are the ultimate DJs, spinning these patterns and tapping into memories of everything from fragrant flowers to the heavenly aroma of freshly baked bread. It's a divine dance of receptors firing up like a party that's always happening in our noses. The evolution of our sense of smell wasn't just some quirk, it's rooted in survival. Our ancestors needed to sniff out spoiled food, fierce predators lurking around, and safe places to hunker down. Nowadays, it's less about evade and survive and more about enjoying the little things. The earthy scent of soil after refreshing rain, the briny breeze of the ocean, or the cozy warmth of someone you care about. Each breath of air is a hidden treasure chest, packed full of sensory delights. But here's a wild fact. Cap your nose, and you'll lose a portion of your taste. Food is like a duet between taste and smell, and when one partner clams up, the whole performance flops. Your tongue can only recognize 5 fundamental tastes: sweet, sour, salty, bitter, and umami. Everything else, like the juicy sweetness of strawberries or the smoky richness of chocolate, relies on those aroma molecules sneaking up to your nose. If you pinch your nose closed, you effectively disrupt your taste buds' musical number. Suddenly, dining takes on an entirely different vibe. It's a flat, monochromatic symphony where all the richness fades into blandness. This is why meals can become dreary when you're battling a cold. As your nose goes quiet, the world of flavors turns into a bland, colorless landscape. Imagine a world where every tasty morsel just isn't as exciting anymore. Without the joy of aroma, flavors lose their complexity and vibrancy, leaving you longing for the days when you could savor a meal with all the delectable subtleties it offers. Just like any good artist, our brains thrive on detail, making the loss of those intricate smells a real tragedy for our taste buds. In the end, the world around us is thicker with sensory experiences than we typically acknowledge. The dance of taste and smell orchestrates a profound connection to our environment, saturating our lives with delightful experiences. So the next time you're enjoying food, take a moment to appreciate not just the taste on your tongue but also the party happening up your nose. Life is truly delicious when you celebrate all the intricacies that come with every bite. Once you liberate your nose from all the fuss, a delightful torrent of smell swirls in, inviting flavor to bloom once again. It's as if taste isn't just a party for your tongue, but a lively collaboration between your breath and how your body works. Seriously, that lovely aroma filling the air is what solidifies our experiences with food. Flavor is mostly a bouquet of scents, not just a simple sprinkle of taste. Think about it. The lion's share of flavor unfolds in your nasal cavity. Each nibble you take sends air, jam-packed with volatile molecules, zooming up to those keen olfactory receptors. These are the true maestros directing the dining symphony. That sugary mango, your favorite coffee's richness, or the winsome sharpness of cheese. They're all scents dancing around your nose, crafting a tantalizing taste bud mashup. When you munch down a strawberry but block your nose, well, congratulations. You've just turned it into a sweet, bland blob. Chefs and food scientists know all too well about this aromatic interplay. They whip up magical concoctions balanced perfectly with aroma compounds, sculpting intricate flavor experiences that tickle our taste buds. Your brain, the star of the show, takes these mixed signals and transforms them into one seamless flavor impression. That's right. It doesn't play favorites between taste and smell, it combines them for a delicious illusion that we can savor, amplifying the culinary experience to epic heights. But wait, there's more. Some people are born with an ultra-sensitive taste bud arsenal, known as super tasters. It's like they're living in living color in a world painted with intense flavors. Thanks to a bounty of taste buds, around 1 in 4 people are blessed or cursed. Depending on your love for spicy with this trait, suddenly, bitter foods become unbearable. Coffee might feel like liquid fire, and even a dash of spice can knock their socks off. Yet these lucky, or tortured, super tasters don't just perceive flavors more robustly. They savor complexities that the rest of us might gloss over. They can pick up on the delicate bitterness of greens, the smooth depth of dark chocolate, and the subtle nuances of tea. The secret isn't merely a matter of preference, it's a matter of structure. More taste buds crammed into a tiny area of tongue means a vibrant nerve network at work. Some scientists argue that this evolutionary quirk helped our ancestors steer clear of toxic plants lurking in the wild. Fast forward to today, and it means dining is an exaggerated roller coaster ride, exciting and sometimes a little overwhelming. Every meal can feel like a vivid adventure, where each ingredient bursts with character, and every dish is a new chapter in the wild journey of flavors. In a nutshell, the art of eating extends far beyond a single bite. It's about assembling an experience where each sense plays its part. It's a multifaceted performance, bringing together sight, smell, texture, and distinct memories to compose a delicious tale. Who would have thought that much backstage action takes place behind the scenes when we dine? So, the next time you enjoy your favorite dish, take a moment to appreciate the sensory extravaganza. It's not just food, it's a flavorful experience that your senses will never forget. For super tasters, every bite of food is like attending a concert where each flavor plays its own instrument, creating a delightful symphony. It's amusing to think about how babies, fresh from the womb, come out with a sugar-crazed grin, instinctively preferring sweet tastes. These little bundles of joy are born with a survival tool. Sweet treats often mean energy-rich goodies like milk and fruits. Watching newborns smile after tasting sweet things is like witnessing tiny culinary connoisseurs finding their first favorite dish. Interestingly, a mother's diet sneaks into her baby's flavor palette while still cozying up in the womb. Yep, that's right, amniotic fluid is like a liquid buffet of the mother's meals. So, if you're munching on garlic or chomping down carrots while pregnant, your baby's taste buds start getting a sneak peek at what's to come. Talk about multitasking, feeding your baby even before they've taken their first breath. Talk about a flavor whisper, paving the way for future food adventures. Now, let's talk about spicy food. Here's a plot twist. When you dive into a chili pepper, you aren't really tasting heat. You're feeling it. The culprit, a sneaky little compound called capsaicin. It dances around, waking up pain receptors instead of taste buds. Your brain gets the wrong idea, thinking, danger. A rush of endorphins floods your system like an adrenaline-fueled roller coaster ride. And if you thought that was the end of it, think again. That initial discomfort can turn into an addictive thrill, making spice lovers reach for the hottest, most infernal dishes they can find. But it doesn't stop there. Just like a magician, capsaicin isn't the only trickster on the block. mustard, wasabi, and black pepper have similar compounds that stir the same fiery sensations. It's like a wild party in your mouth where pain masquerades as pleasure. The bizarre magic of biology takes food and turns it from something mundane into an exhilarating roller coaster of flavors, making every meal feel alive and kicking. At the heart of all these soaring flavors, your taste buds have a simple job: detect 5 primary tastes. Sweet, sour, salty, bitter, and umami are like the starting line for the flavor race. But hold on to your forks. What your tongue perceives becomes an explosion of flavor that turns those basic tastes into a whole orchestra of sensations. Tiny clusters of sensory cells or taste buds relish in their duty of identifying these fundamental tastes, while your brain concocts the flavors that tantalize your palates. And here's where the plot thickens. When your sense of smell, temperature, and even texture kick into gear, these basic tastes combine into a buffet of flavors that can feel infinite. It's a culinary remix happening inside your mouth. Every twist and turn of your meal creates new combinations. And it's as if your brain is composing a gourmet masterpiece with each bite, giving your taste buds the world's most thrilling ride. Each culinary adventure can feel like a joyous expedition, exploring how sweetness, spice, and everything nice creates a tapestry of flavors on your tongue, from sugary bliss to spicy thrills. The fusion of tastes is a delicious reminder that food, in all its forms, is not just sustenance, it's an experience, a celebration, and a journey that continues to unfold every time we bite into something new. Now, who's ready for the next flavor festival? A crunchy apple has an undeniable charm. Its texture and sound promise an experience that transcends mere consumption. As you sink your teeth into it, that crisp bite not only satisfies the craving but also sends cues to your brain, amplifying your perception of freshness. Conversely, a soft apple oozes with its own appeal, presenting a different journey altogether, all leading to the conclusion that texture is as critical as flavor when it comes to enjoying food. Now think about your favorite carbonated drink. Those fizzy bubbles dancing on your tongue do more than just quench your thirst. The effervescence heightens the acidity and gives an exhilarating kick, while the warmth of your favorite sit-down meal can amplify sweetness, giving dessert a whole new level of scrumptiousness. The brain acts like a master conductor, weaving together these sensations into a memorable feast, transforming a simple dinner into a full-blown culinary experience, one that makes every meal feel like an extravagant soiree. What we call taste is hardly a singular flavor, but rather a symphony of sensations playing out on the stage of our palates. It's an enchanting dialogue between our bodies and our imaginations, where every molecule of flavor becomes an entire universe in our minds. Each bite opens the door to distinct realms of flavor, making us explorers in a world where a single grape or a dollop of avocado can take us on exhilarating adventures. In a surprising twist, scientists have recently suggested humans may possess a sixth taste, one that detects fat. For years we were stuck on the idea of 5 basic tastes, but recent discoveries reveal specialized receptors on our tongues that respond specifically to fatty acids. It's like unveiling a bonus track on your favorite album. This revelation complements our understanding of how fat is not just a vehicle for flavor, but an experience that deeply rewards the brain. Fatty treats like rich chocolates, buttery croissants, or a cozy bowl of creamy soup are not just small pleasures. They carry signals that elicit this hidden sixth sense. Some lucky folks may even detect these fat undertones more acutely, which can steer their food preferences and appetites. Ironically, those who can detect the nuance of fat often end up consuming less of it, as their brains signal satiation earlier on. It's like having a built-in taste radar that helps them navigate the culinary landscape. Our furry friends, the cats, provide an amusing contrast in the taste department. Picture this. For them, sweetness is as useful as a glass of sand on a hot day, lacking a vital protein required for detecting sweet flavors. Cats are genetically wired to ignore sugar, thanks to their carnivorous ancestors who had no need for carbs. While we go gaga over chocolate, cats just look at sugar like it's another unpalatable ingredient to avoid. But don't shed a tear for these whiskered creatures, they're far from deprived. Their evolutionary path has equipped them with an exquisite sensitivity to other flavors, particularly amino acids found in meat. They can detect savory elements that often escape human notice, tuning them into the perfect morsel. So while we revel in our sweetness, they savor the richness of proteins. showcasing just how adaptation can result in unique culinary landscapes. In the grand tapestry of taste, these intriguing nuances reveal how evolution tailors sensory experiences to survival, each bite a testament to our dining preferences shaped by history and biology. Whether you're team crunchy apple or devoted to creamy fats, each engagement with food enhances our understanding of flavor's vibrance, turning every meal into a delightful exploration of nature's bounty. So next time you indulge, remember, it's not just taste, it's a dazzling adventure for your senses. In the wild kingdom of taste, cats live by the mantra protein over sugar. Their culinary expertise revolves around the aroma of prey, as a whiff of something delectable sends their sensory whiskers twitching. While sweet treats are no big deal for these fluffy hunters, the savory scent of fish, birds, and rodents is the true gastronomic symphony that sets their taste buds dancing. For cats, it's all about the hunt and the delightful spoils that follow. Now, let's take a plunge into the aquatic realm where fish reign supreme in the flavor world. Imagine tasting with your entire body. Talk about a multi-sensory experience. Various fish species have masterfully adapted, developing taste buds tucked all over their skin, fins, and tails. This means a catfish can trail through water while its entire being enjoys a gourmet experience. With over 100,000 taste sensors, they can savor the nuances of algae and the metallic notes of minerals without needing a fork and knife. For these slippery creatures, taste goes beyond mere dining. It's a way of deciphering their fluid surroundings. In murky waters where visibility takes a dive, fish rely entirely on their tasting prowess to interact with the world. Each ripple and current becomes a tantalizing textural playground, where flavor leads them through explorations as vivid as a treasure map hidden beneath the waves. Taste for fish is less about digestion and closer to living art. Now, let's switch gears to the cephalopod realm, where octopuses show us just how wild the ocean can get. With arms brimming with astonishing capabilities, these cephalopods can taste what they touch. Each of their 8 arms possesses a swarm of suckers that aren't just for gripping. They're also equipped with taste receptors that allow an octopus to engage in a delightful sensory exploration of its environment. Talk about an adventurous palate. As the octopus glides around, it's not only feeling textures but savoring flavors. Imagine each sucker transmitting info about the surrounding goodies or potential dangers back to their distributed brain. One arm may casually check out a rock, while the other may already be planning its next meal with expert precision. This octopus is a culinary multitasker, embodying a fascinating blend of intelligence and culinary curiosity. And let's not forget the enchanting butterflies. The magical process of tasting for them starts right at their feet. When a butterfly lands, it's not just taking a breather, it's executing an instant flavor analysis of leaves. Equipped with minuscule chemoreceptors, butterflies can taste potential dining options and nursery spots without breaking a sweat. A quick tap on a leaf sends flavor signals buzzing, deciding if it's a buffet or a no-go. In this vibrant tapestry of the animal kingdom, taste knows no boundaries and biology takes center stage. From the meticulous hunting reflexes of cats, the widespread taste sensors of fish, the clever tactile tasting of octopuses, to the floor-tasting butterflies, it's a showcase of diverse adaptations. Taste in these creatures isn't just for eating, it's their means of survival and engagement with their environments, making every bite an exploration of delicious possibilities. Female butterflies are known as the picky eaters of the insect world. Before making their choice on where to lay eggs, they perform exquisite tasting dances, showcasing a fine-tuned radar for detecting the best plants. Some talented butterflies can smell pheromones from far-off species, avoiding competition like a pro. Imagine if humans had a similar talent, a quick ground check to see if we'd even want to stand on it. For butterflies, their sensory knack is vital, a dazzling dance of chemistry and instinct as they flit gracefully among blossoms. Touch is where it all begins, even before we take our first breath, in the womb, long before becoming a full-on baby. Touch is the early bird of senses, emerging around 8 weeks of gestation. That's right, even before their brain is fully wired. These tiny wonders respond to gentle nudges. As nerves and skin intertwine, they pave the way for a complex network that will shape how they move, feel, and even how they experience joy and sadness. Once born, touch doesn't take a backseat. It steps up as a crucial player in human development. Think of a parent's comforting hand or a cozy blanket soothing a fussy infant. These little gestures stir up hormones that calm the storm inside. It's like a magic spell that fortifies those neural connections, prepping your brain for all the feelings and experiences to come. Touch is the unsung hero of human communication, often being the first language we ever learn. Our skin is not just a pretty package, it's a sensory marvel stuffed with more than 20 different nerve endings, each tuned to pick up specific signals. This living map lets you experience everything from a feather's gentle tickle to a steaming cup of coffee. Imagine all those receptors busily figuring out what's normal and what's too hot to handle, helping you navigate the world one touch at a time. Each square centimeter of skin is a treasure trove of sensation. It's estimated that there are millions of nerve endings hidden beneath your surface. They specialize in picking up various signals, like pressure, temperature changes, and textures. Some receptors are all about deep pressure, while others love a gentle brush. Your body becomes like a symphonic orchestra, with each nerve looking out for a different part of life's grand performance. Every time you bump into something or feel a gentle breeze, those friendly nerve endings are on the job. They gather all sorts of information, continuously sending signals to your brain. It's this constant stream of data that tells you what's touching you, how fast it's moving, and whether it's a pleasant tickle or a painful jab. Talk about multitasking. Your skin may very well be the busiest organ you didn't know existed. What's fascinating is how touch influences our very understanding of self. It helps draw the borders of our existence, defining where we end and the world begins, from a loving embrace to the joy of feeling grass beneath your feet. Tactile experiences lay the groundwork for every other sense in your toolkit. Those tiny nudges and touches teach us that we are alive in a body and in a world full of sensations begging to be experienced. So, next time you see a butterfly fluttering past, remember it's intensely aware of its surroundings. Just like us, creatures find meaning through touch and sensation. We may not dance among flowers, but we sure know how to make the most of every tactile experience life has to offer. Touch is more than just a sense. It's an invitation to engage with everything life throws our way, one delightful experience at a time. Every little shift in the universe sends out ripples, from a grain of sand to a gentle drop of water. It's like the world has its own secret communication system, where your skin plays the role of a savvy translator. With your touch sensors, you can feel everything from the luxurious glide of silk to the rigid embrace of stone. This tactile orchestra has all the notes of warmth and cold, safety and danger, harmoniously playing in our daily lives. Some folks are equipped with a superhuman sense of touch, the type that can pick up sensations most people would completely miss. Imagine being able to feel a single strand of human hair brushing against your arm or noticing that the surface of a bench has the slightest difference in texture. For them, a cotton t-shirt can turn into a sensory battleground, as they navigate the perils of tags that feel like tiny daggers. Researchers think this heightened awareness springs from genetic quirks or the density of nerve endings, cranking up the sensitivity dial. While having touch sensitivity can be an artistic superpower for musicians or surgeons, giving them the finesse needed in their crafts, it's not all sunshine and rainbows. For some, everyday encounters can feel like sensory overload. An innocent fabric can morph from soft to torture, making them question decisions like, why did I wear this sweater? It's a fine line between enhancement and a personal nightmare when the world feels so exaggerated under their fingers. Now, let's spice it up with a curious condition: mirror touch synesthesia. Imagine watching your friend getting a gentle pat on the back and feeling a jolt of that touch on your own back. It's like their nerves are performing an uninvited duet. You think it's enough to make some people squirm in their skins. It blurs the lines of empathy, where the act of seeing merges with the act of feeling. They end up sensing everything to the nth degree. It's like a sensory soap opera unfolding in real time. Scientists are still unraveling the mystery of why this happens, but strong connections between the somatosensory area and mirror neurons may hold the clues. It creates a web where seeing another's touch makes you feel it, crafting a highly emotional experience. For many, it's a double-edged sword, ushering in overwhelming feelings of compassion while simultaneously inundating them with sensations. It's sensory overload brought to new heights, a masterclass in the art of human perception. As humans, our perception of touch is anything but linear. It's a tangled dance of emotion and sensation that illustrates the power of our nervous systems. For those who struggle with these heightened tactile perceptions, The world can seem like a wildly vibrant carnival where every touch sends electric jolts through their bodies. And while they navigate these sensations, they also showcase the profound potential of human empathy, our ability to feel each other's joy and pain. In our daily adventures, touch serves not only as a means of knowing the physical world, but also as a bridge into the emotional. It's relational, reminding us that we're all interconnected. With every brush of skin, a story unfolds, moments filled with unspoken feelings, understanding, and connection. The realm of touch steps beyond the cathedrals of senses, building bridges of humanity that keep bustling society glued together in compassion, one tactile interaction at a time. So next time you share a high five, don't just consider it a casual gesture. It's a symphony of sensations and connections, a little celebration of what it means to be human, completing the dance of life in all its textured glory. After all, just like a grain of sand or a whisper of wind, every touch, be it gentle or jarring, adds to the vibrant tapestry of our shared experience. Temperature isn't just a boring number, it's a wild symphony of sensations that our bodies orchestrate through a complex network of nerve fibers. Separate receptors for warmth and cold fire off like excited fans at a concert when you step into different environments. Warm receptors throw a party as temperatures rise, while cold receptors send their chill vibes when things drop, when both gang up on your brain. Special feelings like the zesty kick of menthol or chili pop up. And it doesn't end there. Our sensitive nerve endings sometimes misread chemical signals as temperature cues. That's why mint feels like a frosty kiss and cinnamon burns with warmth. This clever setup isn't just for fun, it's crucial for keeping us safe from temperature extremes. Those reflexes kick in faster than you can say ouch, prompting you to withdraw from icy waters or snatch your hand from a hot stove. It's like your body has its own safety system, brimming with emotional depth. Now, let's talk about our lips, the unsung heroes of sensation. Have you ever noticed how they're practically buzzing with nerve endings? Think about it. Compared to the skin on your fingertips, your lips pack around 100 times more sensory neurons. This heightened sensitivity allows for exquisite distinctions. You can feel the warmth of that rich coffee cup or the soft texture of your favorite blanket with absolute clarity. Without sweat glands or hair, your lips are the ultimate temperature detectors. The charm of their rosy hue is actually from the blood vessels lying just beneath. They're like nature's delicate sensors, reacting to any slight change in temperature immediately. It's no wonder they are so responsive. They've got a front row seat to all the action happening around them, making them an essential tool for intimacy and connection. But wait, the magic of lips transcends mere biology. They're directly linked to our emotional core. The neural regions we use to process touch also handle pleasure and social bonding. With every kiss, sip, or whisper, your lips share information that turns a simple interaction into a heartfelt connection. They translate the nuances of touch into intimate moments that bind people together. Why do we often think of our lips in a romantic context? It's because they embody two fundamental aspects: nourishment and connection. When we share food or laughter, our lips work overtime, creating experiences packed with sensory delight. It's not just about surviving, it's about living, connecting, and reminding us of the warm, fuzzy feelings that come from close relationships. So, the next time you feel the chill of the wind or the warmth of a hug, remember that your body is having a nuanced conversation with itself. It's translating not only temperatures into sensory language, but also weaving emotional tales through touch. Our skin and the sensitive fingertips aren't just conduits for the physical world, but beautiful articulators of our relationships and experiences. In all their fascinating complexity, our sensations shape who we are, connecting us to others while warning us of danger. Just like a well-told story, each experience is layered with meaning, making our time on this crazy, tactile planet all the more enriching and vivid. And those lovely lips of yours, they're a key part of that story, reminding you to embrace both the warmth and chill life has to offer. Blind individuals possess an astonishing ability to read textures with unmatched precision. It's a skill that might put sighted people to shame. When sight is out of the picture, the brain gets to work, restructuring its operations. Instead of going quiet, the visual cortex leaps into action during tactile tasks, like deciphering Braille. This whimsical reallocation enables blind folks to experience textures in ways that left-sighted folks can only dream of. Imagine being able to detect patterns far smaller than a hair's width. Yes, really. This heightened sensitivity isn't magic, though. It's the brain's clever way of repurposing unused visual processing circuits to supercharge its touch perception. The results are astonishing. Those nimble fingertips become extra responsive, allowing the blind to tackle texture and shape like seasoned artists. Touch becomes a whole new kind of seeing, revealing a world of detail hidden from the naked eye. What's even cooler is that this adaptation isn't just functional. It's a vivid reminder that our senses are like elastic bands, flexible and inventive. When one sense takes a backseat, others can ramp up the excitement and take the front row. It's like the universe saying, when one door closes, don't worry, a window will open and show you some mad skills you never knew you had. Then we venture into the curious world of ticklishness, a sensation so strange it seems almost otherworldly. Tickling, a delightful yet torturous experience, sprouts from evolutionary roots. It's believed to serve dual roles, fostering joy through play and acting as a defense mechanism. Who knew laughter could be both a social glue and a protective shield? Often, the most ticklish spots like ribs and armpits coincide with our most vulnerable areas, creating a playful yet vital link between sensation and survival. In these social interactions, tickling encourages laughter and strengthens emotional bonds. From parents engaging with tiny tots to friends horsing around, it's all about building connections sprinkled with giggles. But beware, that unexpected tickle can also trigger primal instincts. It's the body's quirky way of prepping for sudden invasions, transforming laughter into a quick escape, just in case danger lurks nearby. Here's the twist. Ever tried to tickle yourself? Spoiler alert, it doesn't work. Our brains predict our movements, effectively ruining the surprise factor. It's like playing a game of hide and seek with your own fingers, only to find you're not really hiding. The ticklish sensation thrives in that quirky space where anticipation meets unpredictability. Talk about a playful paradox. This dance of emotion and sensation creates a tapestry of shared experience. Ticklishness reminds us that touch is not merely a physical reaction. It's a canvas painted with laughter, surprises, and the warmth of human interaction. It's a delightful concoction where nerves and skin harmonize, proving that some things in life should be felt, not just seen. So next time you're in a tickling battle, remember, it's not just fun and games. It's the essence of connection wrapped in laughter. Imagine losing a limb but still feeling as if it's there, an oddball mix of sensations like warmth, itching, or even pain sprouting from what's no longer there. This phenomenon, known as phantom limb sensations, highlights a fascinating aspect of our brain's mapping system. Each limb has its own designated area in the brain's cortex, like a VIP lounge, where a detailed mental representation, the immunulus, keeps the memories of touch alive even when the limb disappears. Talk about a ghostly sensation party. But wait, it gets even weirder. If you touch the face of an amputee, they might feel tickling in their phantom limb. This bizarre connection highlights how the brain's regions work closely together like a tight-knit community. It's almost like the brain plays a game of telephone, where touching one spot unexpectedly bridges the gap to the missing limb. It shows just how interconnected our sensory maps are, even if that limb is now off exploring the great beyond. Now, here's where it gets crafty. Enter mirror therapy, the cheeky trickster, by using visual feedback to show the amputee their limb, albeit in a mirror. This therapy convinces the brain that the limb is still there. It's like a magician pulling a rabbit out of a hat. Presto. The result, reduced phantom pain. Who knew illusions could be so therapeutic? It's proof that our perception can be reshaped with a little creativity and visual sleight of hand. The brain's talent doesn't stop at phantom limbs. It's like a psychic anticipating future sensations before they even arrive. Think about it. Before you grab hold of an object, your brain's sensory cortex is already predicting what it's going to feel like, the pressure, temperature, and weight. This nifty feature makes interacting with the world seamless and efficient. Talk about being ahead of the game. However, when reality takes a wild turn, like grabbing a cold drink that's colder than expected, it throws a curveball at those predictions. The brain scrambles to update its model of reality faster than you can say whoops. This whole phenomenon is known as predictive coding, a clever tactic our minds use to conserve energy while still delivering those sensations almost instantaneously. It's like having a superpower that saves time by skipping to the good bits. Here's a fun fact. Our senses are more active than we give them credit for. They're not just passive receivers, they're energetic storytellers crafting tales of what we experience. As we navigate the world, our sensations constantly revise the narrative based on new experiences. So the next time you touch something, remember it's your senses chatting away, weaving the story of your life under your fingertips. And speaking of sensations, did you know our skin has a knack for feeling sound vibrations too? That's right, sound isn't just for our ears, it's a sensation that can lunge through air, water, and even our very bodies. Those deep bass tones you feel in your chest, that's your skin's mechanoreceptors going to work, converting sound waves into a tactile experience. It's like vibing with the rhythm of the universe itself. Music becomes a multi-dimensional tapestry when you consider this cross-sensory overlap. The thundering beat of a drum doesn't just dance into your ears, it resonates within you, adding layers to your listening experience. The hum of an engine or the pulse of a soundtrack vibrates through your fingertips, creating an engaging sensation that blends sound and touch in an enviable symphony. So, the next time you blast your favorite tunes, remember, you're not just hearing it, you're feeling it, too. In the fascinating world of sound and silence, people who are deaf can still feel the rhythm and pulse of music through vibrations alone. Imagine it, vibrations pinging through the body, turning it into an ear of sorts, receiving the silent messages of the universe. This phenomenon reveals the beautiful truth that our perceptions aren't limited to what we hear alone. They involve a thrilling interplay between our senses and the motions around us. Diving into the intriguing lives of deaf musicians, we discover that for them, music doesn't vanish, it morphs into something entirely new. They tap into the physical sensations of sound, experiencing rhythm and melody via vibrations. It's like their bodies are personal speakers, resonating with energy, as they rest hands on deep thumping speakers or feel the vibrations beneath their bare feet on wooden stages, transforming the way we think about music altogether. The brain, with its uncanny ability to adjust, learns to recognize these vibrations as meaningful patterns. So instead of merely hearing tunes, deaf performers visualize frequencies or describe their experience through tactile sensations. They might feel the bass reverberating deep within their chests or get a sense of high notes dancing on their fingertips. It's music for the whole body. This experimentation with sound shows just how freely the lines between our senses can shift. Sound as vibration and vibration as touch create a lovely synergy that allows music to transcend auditory experiences. It's a reminder that art experiences aren't confined to the ears alone. They can be felt and interpreted through the very fabric of our bodies. Our senses, it turns out, form an orchestra, collaborating to make meaning out of artistic expression. So, no matter how you slice it, ears never quite stop their work. Even while deep asleep, those pesky ears are on duty. They keep picking up sounds, transmitting them to the brain. But most of the time, we hit the snooze button on those signals. The magic happens in the auditory cortex, where the brain plays its own version of Guess Who, filtering out what's familiar like the calming hum of the fridge, while alerting us to the road noises, like a creaky floorboard or a sudden whisper, that demand our attention. This selective attention has evolved through the ages, proving it's not just a quirky human trait but a protective mechanism helping us rest without losing our edge. Our brains remain savvy, always listening in the recesses of silence, even when we're not fully aware of it. Nighttime hush might feel like complete stillness. However, the world around us continues to whisper, buzzing softly, even as our consciousness drifts away. Once you grasp that even silence isn't genuinely defined by total lack of sound, it transforms your perception. Your brain constantly curates the ambient noise, keeping track of patterns and focusing only on the stuff that's supposed to matter. So, when the world finally quiets down, you discover it's really chatting away in soft tones, creating a symphony of life that hums in the background of our awareness. And let's not forget the astonishing fact that the quietest sound the human ear can detect shakes the eardrum by less than the width of an atom. Yep, science strikes again. It's a whole world of sound existing just out of reach, offering a glimpse of a vibrant symphony that dances on the edge of our perception. So here's to the spontaneous rhythms of life, creating an immersive experience that engages us all, regardless of how we hear it. At the faintest edge of hearing, sound becomes an elusive whisper, like a shy friend who only speaks when absolutely necessary. Think of rustling leaves or the soft touch of a breeze. These delicate vibrations are so tiny that they bump the eardrum less than the width of a single hydrogen atom. Yet, Our remarkable ears turn these barely their vibrations into a symphony of signals, orchestrated by minuscule bones, fluid currents, and dainty hair cells in the cochlea. It's practically wizardry. Our ears are finely tuned instruments, detecting pressures 1,000,000,000 times less than those that could cause them harm. In those serene minutes, your body is like a finely tuned physics experiment, ready to feel the most understated stirrings of the air around you. Hearing is much more than just tuning into a loud conversation. It's about paying cheeky attention to the tiniest vibrations. It's a gentle reminder that even the softest whisper can pack a whimsical punch. Your brain is the ultimate sound detective, effortlessly tracking the origin of a noise, with a precision that's almost hard to believe. When a sound is made, it doesn't just arrive all at once, it tickles one ear a smidge earlier than the other. This lag time is so minimal, sometimes less than 1/1,000,000th of a second. Yet, it's enough for your brain to spring into action, figuring out exactly where that raucous ruckus is coming from. Amazing, right? Even the faintest shifts in volume and phase help in this extraordinary triangulation process, allowing you to pinpoint the rustling of leaves, the not-so-subtle approach of a voice, or the unmistakable sound of footsteps. This auditory wizardry takes place in the auditory cortex, which operates like a real-time sound map, transforming brief milliseconds into a geometric masterpiece. It's no wonder you can close your eyes and still confidently point toward a sound source with uncanny accuracy. This clever ear game isn't just for fun, it's a product of evolution. Our senses became finely honed to be on high alert for predators, prey, and the hustle and bustle of the world around us, even in darkness. Though your noggin might feel small, its timing and precision are achievements worthy of applause. You're walking around with a built-in sonar, effortlessly navigating the ocean of silence between heartbeats. But wait, there's more. Some unlucky, or lucky, depending on your perspective. Individuals have to deal with earworms, those catchy tunes that play over and over again in their minds, turning them into unwilling karaoke singers. It's a quirky auditory hallucination, one that just won't quit, insisting on sticking around like an unexpected guest at a party. The mystery of the earworm means you can't shake that catchy melody no matter how hard you try. Imagine the potential of an earworm. One moment, you're lost in thought, and the next, you're caught in a loop of that song from your childhood. This is the brain's sneaky way of keeping you entertained or perhaps driving you up the wall. Juggling all these sounds and sensations can be quite the ride, especially when you suddenly find yourself humming a tune during a job interview. And so, we celebrate the intricacies of hearing, those tiny magnificences that make life a little more vibrant and undeniably interesting. Whether utilizing auditory magic to dodge danger or letting soundtracks spin in our heads, our ears are more than just flesh and blood tools. They are marvelous bridges to an enchanting world filled with rhythms and melodies, proving that even the slightest sound can stir mountains within us if only we take a moment to listen. For most folks, those pesky little tunes stuck on repeat in their brains are merely a harmless annoyance. But for others, it's like a concert in their heads, complete with lighting and sound effects. This auditory déjà vu happens when the brain's auditory cortex gets stuck on a nostalgic groove, replaying stored sound patterns even when there's no music playing. Just imagine your brain's jukebox hit the repeat button on the most annoying song you can think of. Talk about a mental soundtrack that drives you up the wall. Stress, fatigue, or hearing that catchy jingle one too many times can bring on these auditory echoes. Surprisingly, scientists speculate it might actually help us memorize songs better, acting like a brain workout for recalling sounds. Musicians, in particular, get hit hardest by this phenomenon because their brains are finely tuned for predicting sound patterns. It's wild to think about this catchy tune doesn't really exist. It's all conjured up by our brains, creating a glorious symphony of familiar tunes based solely on memory. Imagine all those hums and sing-alongs trapped in your head. They're like ghosts of songs past. It's an invisible concert happening right in your mind. Instead of applause, you just get that frustrating "what was that song again" feeling. Yet, the more you ponder it, the more the concert starts again, and you find yourself serenading your morning coffee with the latest earworm. Who needs a radio when you've got your own personal one-man show going on in your skull? Shifting gears, let's venture into the dark world of bats. These little critters don't just flit around in the night, they see with sound. Bats emit ultrasonic cries that bounce off nearby objects to create a sound map of their surroundings, like a built-in GPS, only way cooler. Their brains handle these echoes at blistering speed, making them pitch-perfect pilots in total darkness. It's like their brains are outfitted with supercomputers, turning sound into a real-time action movie to dodge bugs mid-air. Some species of bats can send out over 100 clicks per second, weaving a continuous tapestry of sound. Talk about multitasking. Their auditory systems are so finely tuned that they pick up on echo timing changes tinier than a speck of dust. It's not just the location they calculate, but also the shape, distance, and texture of everything around them. To these nifty nocturnal flyers, sound is more than just noise. It's an essential part of their reality. While we see only pitch-black darkness, bats navigate a vibrant world of echoes that dance through the air. Now let's take a look at the gentle giants of the animal kingdom, elephants. These majestic creatures have a remarkable ability to hear sounds far below our human range. Deep in the savannah, they communicate using rumbling calls that are so low, they could give a subwoofer a run for its money. The beauty of it is, we clueless humans can't perceive these low pitches at all. It's like they've got their own secret communication network, gossiping across great distances. These infrasonic calls travel through the ground and air to relay messages, sometimes over 6 miles away. Imagine trying to have a chat from way over there without anyone even being able to eavesdrop. It's like their musings meander through the earth and atmosphere, making it clear that there's a whole world of sound beyond our perception. They're not just hollering. They're sending profound messages to each other about everything from food sources to potential dangers, all through the magic of undetectable vibrations. So, whether it's the relentless workshop inside your head, bats zooming through the night like sound-catching ninjas, or elephants whispering secrets across long distances, our world is laced with fascinating marvels of sound. Just think, while you might be stuck humming that one annoying song, there are whole communities of creatures who are channeling their own spectacular symphonies, no earworms required. Elephants are nature's very own acoustic engineers, using their colossal ears for the usual sound detection but also tapping into the sensitive pads on their feet. These magnificent creatures can feel seismic tremors beneath the earth, detecting the heartbeat of their social network. Imagine being able to eavesdrop on giggles and gossip miles away. It's like the planet itself serves as a giant telephone wire, allowing these gentle giants to communicate without even laying eyes on each other. In elephant society, low-frequency vibrations carry more than just mere words. They transmit emotions, warnings, and greetings that echo through the ground. Scientists have stood in or as family groups respond across open plains, their conversations wafting on unseen sound waves. It's as if a hidden orchestra is playing a symphony of social dynamics, while humans can only feel the vibrations if they crank up the volume. For elephants, though, it's much clearer than any chit-chat over coffee. Switching to our deep-sea buddies, whales take the concept of long-distance communication to a whole new level. With infrasonic sounds traveling thousands of miles, these behemoths belt out tunes that can circle the globe seriously, nature's very own Spotify. Their calls, reminiscent of long, low notes, meander through the water, fostering connections between pods that might be oceans apart. Blue whales, those gentle giants of the deep, produce sounds that dip below 20 Hz, making waves in a way we can only dream of. Navigating the vast depths of the ocean, these mighty mammals rely on their deep bellowing sounds not just for chatting but for finding mates and coordinating migrations. Hydrophones set in the chilly waters have captured their melodic patterns, shifting like the tides and resembling intricate music. This underwater world is anything but quiet. It's a vast resonant chamber filled with longing songs, creating an unbreakable bond among whales that travels further than any human voice can reach. Now, let's shift gears to the stealthy owls that rule the nighttime skies. These feathered ninjas don't need lights to hunt their midnight snack, showcasing extraordinary hearing prowess. With their satellite dish-shaped faces funneling sound to their oddly placed ears, owls can zero in on the faintest rustle of a mouse hiding in a snow blanket. Just picture it, a blanket of white and a little critter, unaware that an owl is using its extraordinary hearing to form a 3D sound map. Owls boast a skill set that would put any sonar-equipped gadget to shame. Their asymmetrical ears allow them to detect the tiniest differences in sound intensity and timing, effectively crafting an acoustic vision of their environment. And should their eagle-eyed methods fail them, or should we say, owl-eyed, Their brains are equipped with specialized neurons that navigate space with precision. It's like their heads are giant audio radar dishes. The silky quietness of their flight, courtesy of uniquely fringed feathers, acts like cloaks of invisibility, ensuring nothing disrupts their deadly precision. When an owl swoops down, it's like a shadow with a mission, driven purely by sound. Not only does it make for successful hunting, but it's also a remarkable reminder of how nature's adaptations are often more superpowered than our shiny gadgets. Who knew that in the world of animals, communication required neither cell phone coverage nor Wi-Fi? For an owl, nighttime is just a regular stroll through the sky. Darkness is an old friend. To these feathered night owls, the world is a lively theater filled with thrilling sounds and whispers that flit through the air. It's like having a VIP backstage pass to every heartbeat in the forest below. They've perfected the art of eavesdropping on the secrets of the night. Who needs daylight when you've got a whole symphony of the unseen? Now, let's talk about balance, the unsung hero of our inner ear, nestled snugly in a labyrinth of fluid-filled chambers called the vestibular system. This internal compass plays an undercover role in keeping you from toppling over. Tiny hair cells and mystical little crystals wiggle around, catching every move you make. From leaning to strutting, it's like having a tiny dance party with your eardrums at each tilt and turn. Shifting your head around, just watch the magical fluids do their thing. They shimmy and shake, informing your brain which way is up, and let's face it, nobody wants to look foolish while trying to reorient themselves. This mechanical masterpiece operates in the shadows, adjusting seamlessly as you wander through life with grace. Without this epic balance, the world would feel way more like a merry-go-round gone rogue. Ever spun around too fast? That's just your inner ear performing a wacky dance routine. The fluid is like that one friend who never knows when to stop grooving. It keeps swirling even after you've stopped, sending mixed messages to your brain. Your eyes say, "Hey, we're perfectly still," while your ears shout, "Not so fast, my friend." This comical confusion leaves you dizzy and laughing, as you spin in circles like a kid chasing joy in a whirlwind. Kids are the masters of spinning themselves into delight. They laugh hysterically as their brains try to make sense of the dizzy paradox. Who knew the thrill of vertigo could be equated with glee? But don't let that cuteness fool you. There's a line where dizzying fun flips into motion sickness. When the signals between your eyes and inner ears collide, it turns into a head-scratching mess, leaving you feeling like you're in a movie where the floor won't stop moving. But don't worry, because eventually, equilibrium makes its triumphant return, just like your favorite superhero. Dizziness is like your body's way of saying, "Hold up, something is off here." The sensation fades away as your internal systems kick back into gear. It all goes to show that balance has some impressive momentum, echoing long after the whirlwind stops. And just when you think you've mastered balance, astronauts have their own special challenges. Floating in zero gravity, talk about a whole new level of confusion. Their balance systems can be left scratching their heads as they drift through space, navigating a realm where there's no solid ground or traditional up. It's a cosmic circus out there, where your inner ear gets quite the workout. So next time you're hanging on to a merry-go-round of experiences, just remember how fascinating your inner ear is. It's a complex, fluid-filled wonderland that keeps you grounded even when everything seems to be spinning. Whether you're an owl under the stars or a dizzy kid at the playground, balance is surely the unsung hero of our daily adventures. In the cozy embrace of Earth, gravity is like the trusty friend who keeps your inner ear balanced, reminding your brain what's up and what's down. But launch an astronaut into the vastness of space, and that friendly pull vanishes. Without gravity's familiar tug, their vestibular systems get all confused. Think cosmic vertigo, where the brain receives mixed signals. The eyes say moving, while the inner ear is like, "Wait, what?" It's basically a galactic game of charades. This game can make astronauts feel dizzy, disoriented, and a bit nauseous, like an amusement park ride gone awry. And that's not all. They float in a bizarre, weightless bubble that may persist for days. Do they adapt? Of course. The brain is a master at recalibrating itself to interpret those newfound signals. However, when they return to Earth, the twist is that gravity flips the script again, making that familiar tug feel totally alien. Balance, it turns out, isn't just a straightforward concept. It's a relationship, a tango between the body and its environment. Floating in orbit, astronauts relearn what up truly means. It's a humbling reminder that even our most basic perceptions can be reshaped by where we are, quite literally defying the norms of earthly living. Who knew that flipping off gravity would incite such existential musings? Now, let's dive into the deep. Struggling with orientation isn't limited to astronauts. In the watery realms, fish have their own stellar senses. Meet the lateral line system, a series of tiny fluid-filled canals running along their bodies. They're like the natural GPS of the fish world, equipped with hair cells that pick up on pressure changes and vibrations in the water. Think of them as nature's sonar, allowing fish to sense movement without relying on their peepers. In murky lakes or dark rivers, when danger lurks, fish don't panic, they just feel it. The faint ripples created by an approaching predator send waves of information right to the fish's lateral line. Schooling fish use this incredible adaptation to keep their choreography spot on, turning and darting with perfect grace. No collisions, just an aquatic ballet performed in perfect harmony with the unseen currents around them. It's like having a sixth sense attuned to the fluid world they live in. For these underwater athletes, the water is not just a medium, it's alive with the energy of touch. They move seamlessly through the invisible waves that carry information on the slightest shifts. Pressure alone becomes their guide, turning instinct into survival instinct. Talk about staying in the flow. Meanwhile, our perception of the world is tied, albeit awkwardly, to the limited capabilities of our eyes. In this colorful canvas we call reality, what we see reds, blues, greens is just a tiny slice of the electromagnetic spectrum. Beyond our visual feast lies a whole banquet of wavelengths, ultraviolet, infrared, radio waves. It's like a cosmic buffet that our eyes can't quite taste. But those limited 3 types of color-sensitive cones in our retinas work hard to translate this narrow band into the vibrant tapestry of life. Even as we bask in the splendor of sunsets and starry nights, we're missing the full spectrum of the universe's artistry. Yet we tread happily along this colorful journey, unaware of the vibrant mysteries just out of sight. So here's to the great spectacle of perception and all the splendid viewpoints we experience, both on land and in the depths. Picture a bustling universe where colors dance in ways we can barely comprehend. Bees, those fuzzy little pollinators, don't just sip nectar, they're guests at a wild ultraviolet rave, while we squint at a garden full of pastel flowers. Bees see vibrant patterns that act like runway lights guiding them toward floral feasts. It's like finding a secret menu at your favorite restaurant, only the menu glows and shouts, "Come feast here." To human eyes, flowers might seem like a casual array of colors, but to the bee, every petal is a neon sign leading to an all-you-can-eat pollen buffet. Armed with their triple receptor vision, one specifically for ultraviolet, these little critters experience a kaleidoscope of hues while we munch on a dull, monochrome snack. Imagine if your food glowed like a disco ball. That's the kind of party bees experience every day. It's an awe-inspiring notion that nature has crafted such dazzling visual cues for them. Just think about it. Without these dazzling floral patterns, bees would be zooming around like lost children with their eyes closed. Flowers depend on bees for a sweet reunion. Without the bees' ultraviolet sight, floral promiscuity could be tossed into a state of chaos. This partnership, crafted over eons, showcases an elegant dance of evolution where both parties are in sync, each playing their part in the blossoming spectacle of life. Meanwhile, lurking in the shadows, snakes are flaunting their infrared vision like total rock stars. These cold-blooded serpents have super sensitivity to heat through nifty little organs situated near their nostrils. Think of them as nature's night vision goggles, allowing the snakes to see a warm creature in complete darkness. It's an evolutionary twist on seeing the world away to catch dinner while everyone else is still rubbing sleep out of their eyes. Imagine a little mouse scuttling through the underbrush, blissfully unaware. To a snake, that mouse isn't just food, it's a shining beacon, radiating heat like a mini sun. Each tiny temperature shift is detected with pinpoint precision, merging seamlessly with their traditional vision. It's like having a dual screen setup where one screen gives you the layout of the room and the other highlights where the warm snacks are hidden. Armed with this thermal imagery, snakes strike with laser focus, making their dinner dates a grand success while our clumsy attempts at night snacking often end in disaster. Snakes effortlessly navigate the darkness, their instincts finely tuned to the warmth of the living beings around them. It's as if they've discovered the ultimate cheat code for survival, where the ordinary laws of our perception simply don't apply. And then there's the whole realm of fish, those slippery aquatic creatures that can detect polarization. They live in a world where the light dances differently beneath the surface. revealing glimpses of a cosmic spectacle unheard of by our human eyes. With their unique vision, fish can see the subtle shifts in light angles, giving them a competitive edge in their underwater playground. It's like swimming in a realm of shimmering holograms while we're stuck with flat, two-dimensional realities. In the grand scheme of life, we're just scratching the surface of what's out there. Each creature, whether bee, snake, or fish, enjoys experiences crafted in light that remain untapped by our senses. Nature is a brilliant artist, creating intricate displays for its diverse inhabitants, all while we stare at our own limited spectrum. So the next time you step outside, remember, you're just a smidge away from an unseen world bursting with colors, patterns, and vibrations, the cosmic concert of existence. In the shadowy depths of the ocean, while we fumble around in the dark, snakes have a panoramic view of the world, painted in a vivid tapestry of heat signatures. Instead of navigating the gloom with mere photons, they enjoy a radiant experience blessed by the warmth of living beings around them. Imagine their delight as they wiggle through a landscape that glows with opportunities. It's like going to a party where they can suss out the hot guests without missing a beat. Now, let's dive into the dazzling life of the mantis shrimp, nature's very own Picasso of the underwater realm. With a mind-boggling 16 types of color receptors, these little critters have taken the spectrum and turned it inside out. While humans can muster only 3 cones, the mantis shrimp practically have their own art gallery, albeit one that's less about blending colors and more about sharp, vivid contrasts. These fascinating creatures zoom around in the ocean, their eyes dancing independently, scanning for dinner while keeping an eye out for any lurking predators. But here's the kicker. Despite all that snazzy hardware, mantis shrimp might not see colors the way we do. Think of them as living scanners, counting and tracking quite efficiently, but not necessarily seeing a rainbow while they do it. Their world resembles a vibrant mosaic, bursting with signals that shift and shimmer, illustrating a reality that's both functional and utterly mind-blowing. A place where color and mode of vision entwine in a beautiful ballet of life. And let's not forget about our feathered friends, birds. Those regal flappers in the sky flaunt their own brand of eye candy. With 4 types of color receptors under their feathery hoods, they are the true color connoisseurs among us. The addition of ultraviolet sensitivity is like giving them the keys to an entire universe of color we can only dream of. To a bird, a fuzzy blue hue might transform into a dazzling array of shades that leave us scratching our heads in confusion, desperate to catch a glimpse of their vibrant reality. The fascinating part, these iridescent patterns and kaleidoscopic colors serve vital purposes, signaling health, species, and even flotation among avian sweethearts. This means the world that appears plain and drab to our human eyes is, for them, a bustling nightclub of nature complete with flashing disco lights. Just imagine the everyday blossoms and fruits that have learned to flaunt their ultraviolet glamour to entice birds. They really knew how to market themselves. As if that weren't enough, the ocean's unfathomable depths house quirky creatures who have perfected the art of self-illumination. In those pitch-dark waters, where sunlight is but a fond memory, life has taken matters into its own hands, literally and figuratively. With bioluminescence, they glow like underwater fireflies, creating their own light shows just to find a bite to eat or a mate to woo. It's a real-life treasure trove of glow-in-the-dark gems. So next time you stare up at the sky or dip your toes in the ocean, take a moment to appreciate the dazzling spectacle of perception. We may live in a colorful world, full of wonder and beauty, yet we're merely scratching the surface of what the universe has to offer. Our senses limit us, while creatures around us dive deeper into reality's rich palette, each with their unique way of painting the grand picture of life. In the mysterious depths of the ocean, bioluminescence rules the night. Strange creatures flash and glow, lighting up the darkness like underwater disco parties. It's not just for show, either. Fish flaunt glowing bacteria while squid deploy dazzling light tricks to confuse predators. For these critters, light isn't the usual sunbeam. It's a crafted treasure that helps them see in a world draped in perpetual black. Each flicker is like a personal sunrise amid the gloom. Meanwhile, in our own heads, we're all little graphic designers. Our brains are pulling off some nifty tricks to make sense of our visual world. Each of our peepers has its own blind spot, that sneaky region where the optic nerve sneaks out and leaves no light detecting cells behind. Yet, we blissfully go through life without noticing, your mind swoops in like a stealthy editor, filling in blanks using info from the other eye. It's as if you're perpetually living in a well-edited movie where flaws simply don't exist. And what's even crazier, this magical editing occurs all the time. Imagine a world where objects just vanish, leaving you scratching your head. Your brain's like, no worries, I got this, painting over the gaps with pure imagination. You're not just taking snapshots of reality, you're creating a dazzling illusion where nothing seems amiss. Who knew our minds were such talented artists, continually reconstructing the world with a flick of their creative wrist. Now, let's talk about how you see everything upside down. That's right, when light crashes into your eyes, it plays a game of acrobatics, flipping the image before it even hits your retina. The top miraculously ends up at the bottom, and left feels like right. This brainy transition turns chaos into clarity without breaking a sweat. It's like your brain's a master of sleight of hand, effortlessly flipping pictures upside down while you saunter through life all completely unaware. Even when you opt for a quirky pair of inversion goggles, your brain doesn't throw in the towel. Nope, it's a true champion. Initially, the world appears topsy-turvy, a carnival ride gone awry. But lo and behold, your brain adjusts, retraining itself to navigate this new optical funhouse. What a resilient little power plant our brains are, learning and adapting to find a way to make sense of the bizarre. Much like the deep-sea denizens who conjure light in the dark, our minds create brightness in life's blurry edges. We generate understanding and meaning even in the shadowy corners where our vision fails. Every step we take in this intriguing world is lit by a combination of brain power and creative illusion. Just as fish and squid exploit light, we harness the wonders of perception to illuminate our day-to-day experience. So the next time you marvel at a glowing jellyfish or wonder how your brain seamlessly stitches reality together, remember you're not just witnessing nature's cool tricks. You're part of a larger tale where vision and creativity join forces in the underwater kingdom and within our minds alike. It's a bright, vivid existence, all while swaying with the rhythm of life, where light finds its place in the dark depths of imagination. In a matter of days, your optical system performs a little reboot, reminding us that sight is more like art than science. It's not merely about the mechanics of vision but about interpretation. Instead of seeing the world in its raw, unfiltered state, we behold our brain's curated version. It's like having a personal hype team that stabilizes what you see, adding context and meaning while reminding you that even gravity can be a matter of perspective. Imagine the marvel of every glance. It's like a tiny miracle of reimagining. You might think you're staring at a single point, but your eyes are like hyperactive butterflies, flitting about. As you try to focus, your eyes betray you with tiny movements known as microsaccades. These mini jitters keep your retina from getting bored and fading into grayness, ensuring everything remains sharp and dynamic. It's almost like a weird optical party where your eyes dance to keep the fun alive. Even when you think you're perfectly still, your eyes are always busy, conducting an invisible symphony of movement. Each twitch and shift is vital, allowing your brain to capture contrast, depth, and motion. Paradoxically, it's the absence of stillness that creates the illusion of stability. So, while you may feel composed, your peepers are putting on a show, a covert dance of ceaseless adjustments that keeps your world vibrant and alive, full of color and movement. Let's dive into peripheral vision, a real mixed bag. When you glance straight ahead, your world blossoms into color with defined borders and intricate textures. However, the edges, well, they can look a little fuzzy and ambiguous, thanks to the rod cells crowding your retina's periphery. Your side vision is excellent at detecting motion but practically colorblind. Evolution's game plan was clear. Catch the movement first, ask questions later. Why the keen sense of motion? Picture this, a sneaky tiger in your peripheral vision. Those flickers at the edge of your sight are nature's way of keeping you alert. Before your brain even registers it, your reflexes kick in. It's like having an internal alarm system, ready to save you from that unexpected leap into danger, prioritizing your survival way before conscious thought can catch up. In every eye, there's a parade of activity, tiny beat dancers ensuring you never miss an important detail. Those well-timed flickers and shifts are like surprise appearances in a movie, catching your attention and keeping you on your toes. Your vision thrives on this subtle, yet constant, patter of movements, enhancing your perception with a clever spin and a delightful twist. One could say your eyes have an ongoing conversation with your brain. They're whispering secrets about the world while actively flirting with light and color. If they could talk, they'd declare, "Look over here, and over there, there's always more to see." Just when you think you've pinpointed the essence of the moment, your eyes are off, chasing after the next captivating detail. Optics, you sly little tricksters, are out to ensure life remains fascinating. So, the next time you brush off a quick glance, remember, it's not just a casual flick of the eye. It's a complex network of perception, movement, and delightful whimsy. Your eyes tell a story of restlessness, turning every mundane encounter into a never-ending adventure. They are the unsung heroes, daring to venture into the unknown, making your everyday life a whirlwind of experiences, motion, and surprise. In the enchanting gloom of twilight, the world transforms as colors fade and dull, surrendering to the magic of shadows. This phenomenon unfolds because, in low-light conditions, the nifty rods in our eyes take center stage, giving the scene a grayscale palette. Artists and filmmakers have mastered this trick, using the twilight ambience to crank up tension or infuse their works with a splash of realism. The unseen movements become vibrant in their mystery, breathing life into stillness. But your eyes aren't just sitting around. No, they're on high alert, like watchdogs on the prowl. Your peripheral vision works tirelessly, scanning the edges of your awareness, ever the vigilant sentinels sacrificing color clarity for a broader view of potential threats or surprises. It's comforting to know that even when everything seems calm, your eyes are busy, ready to pounce on anything that could score some excitement in the mundane. Speaking of excitement, there's a sneaky little response that happens when you catch a glimpse of someone or something you adore. Ever notice how your pupils seem to throw a mini party, expanding as soon as love or fascination strikes? Well, this isn't just romantic theatrics, it's your autonomic nervous system making its presence felt. Preceding words by a mile, these dilated pupils scream attraction and affection, revealing emotions long before you utter a word. The Renaissance artists, bless their uninformed souls, intuitively understood this heartwarming truth. They often painted their subjects with pupils that appeared slightly larger, making their portrayals more radiant, more beguiling, and, most importantly, more relatable. Studies support this artistic strategy, revealing that we humans instinctively pick up on these cues, registering dilated pupils as signals of warmth and connection in other people. Talk about a charming love hack. Moreover, let's not overlook the wonder of illumination. Your eyes undergo a delightful transformation when you behold the intricate wonder of stars, vibrant colors, or compelling art. Pupils widen as they soak up light and experience, acting as windows to the mind's fascination. This biological response isn't just a mere reaction, it reflects an inner glow. A reminder that seeing isn't merely a passive act, it's an exploration of depth and feeling, where sight and sentiment are deeply intertwined. Now, here comes the wild twist. If you focus on one vibrant color for too long, beware, your brain is a trickster. It'll whip up an afterimage. Fix your gaze on a bold red square, then glance away to a white surface, and voila, you'll see a ghostly green outline. This cheeky illusion takes shape because your cone cells, those crafty color detectors, become a bit too excited and need a breather. When they finally chill out, the opposing colors, such as green, take over for a bit, showcasing just how wild our visual sensations can be. What's truly mesmerizing is that our visual perceptions are dynamic, forever adapting and recalibrating themselves. This process plays out through contrasts, blending colors and interpreting light in pairs rather than in solitary tones. So, the next time you spot complementary colors together, note how they seem to dance, agitating opposite sides of your visual pathways, creating a delightful visual symphony. It's a reminder that our eyes and brains thrive on change and contrast, forever rewriting the rules of perception. So, whether you're caught in twilight's embrace, eyeing a love interest, or entranced by a stunning work of art, remember that vision is a captivating affair. It intertwines our waking worlds, revealing a kaleidoscope of emotions, sensory engagements, and vibrant connections. And frankly, isn't it just a tad magical how our eyes navigate the intricate web of feelings and experiences? Like an ever-watchful navigator charting the course of our visual adventures, embrace the whimsy of your sight. It's more alive than you often realize. When the lights go out and the colors fade, what you're left with isn't some spooky illusion. It's just your brain replaying the memory of what it perceived. Think of it as an internal artist still painting even after the lights have dimmed, using leftovers from the colorful day. Light, believe it or not, is colorless. It's your brain that plays the role of color magician, bending the rules to create vibrant hues from wavelengths of light it receives. Sunlight is a fascinating mix, containing all the colors wrapped into one glowing package. But here's the kicker: this energy remains invisible until it interacts with something made of matter. From there, it reflects differently off surfaces, creating a colorful world for your eyes to indulge in. Your eyes act as converters, transforming these different wavelengths into electrical signals. And guess what? Your brain takes those signals and jazzes them up into sensations of red, blue, or green. Now, let's chat about strawberries. Spoiler alert, they aren't actually red. The color is merely a reflection of a specific wavelength that your brain interprets as red. In a pitch-black room, forget about seeing those strawberries. The wavelengths vanish, and with them, the vivid colors you love. Essentially, what you find so delightful about the world around you is just your brain's unique interpretation. A secret little code it concocts while perceiving the universe. What's really cool is how physicists describe light. They often liken it to vibrations. Think of a groovy dance party. Meanwhile, artists perceive this light as a wave of emotions, adding a splash of creativity to the scientific jargon. At the end of the day, light is both of these things combined, and color becomes this delightful rendezvous between the outer universe and the inner workings of our minds. Ever heard of tetrachromacy? It's the secret superhero quality of a select few, mostly women, allowing them to see millions more colors than your average Joe. While most humans have 3 cone types geared for red, green, and blue, these rare folks boast that elusive 4th cone, unlocking a treasure chest of potentially 100 million hues. Imagine a beige wall whispering pink or gold secrets. It's a colorful world of hidden dimensions. But, plot twist, most tetrachromats don't even realize they're special. To them, everything looks just as it should. It's the rest of us who feel slightly colorblind in their presence. They've got this extra layer of color richness, but ironically, their brain still plays the role of gatekeeper, deciding what colors to spotlight and what to downplay. So next time you gaze at a stunning sunset or a lovely landscape, remember that what you're witnessing is a fantastic show that your brain is putting on. The interplay of light and perception creates a colorful stage for us. Those spots of pink and gold you might miss, they're likely twinkling just out of reach for most of us. While the tetrachromats marvel at this vibrant reality, what a wonderful way our minds interpret the richness of the universe. Isn't it? This exciting discovery sheds light on just how subjective our vision can be. It's like reality gets a personal touch-up from our biology. Out there, in the vast world, someone might be spotting nuances in the sky that we can't even begin to describe. Studies show that men and women are actually seeing the same things in slightly different ways. Who knew? Turns out, men might need a bit more of that bright sunshine to see colors as vividly as women do. It seems the X chromosome may hold the key to this visual mystique. With women having 2 copies of it, they often score higher in color discrimination, especially in the vibrant reds and oranges. Poor guys. Though bless their hearts, tend to be a bit more susceptible to color blindness, especially when it comes to greens and reds. These subtle differences often slip by unnoticed, yet they serve as a charming reminder of our individual perceptions. One person's sunsets can be another person's dull twilight. Picture this: while we marvel at the sunset, the very same scene appears uniquely different to each onlooker. The world outside doesn't change, but the light inside each eye surely does. It's like everyone has their own custom filter. So, while we might try to agree on what color that sunset is, we're really sharing more than one reality. Every individual sees their own version, tinted by their biology. Now, let's take a moment to consider our underwater friends, the goldfish. These little beauties can see infrared light, providing them access to a vibrant world hidden from our human perspectives. They can detect ultraviolet and infrared wavelengths way beyond our visible spectrum, allowing them to pick up on things we can't even dream of. Imagine trying to navigate through murky waters, sensing the sunlight's warmth. Pure goldfish magic. Ultraviolet perception allows goldfish to sharpen contrast and uncover reflections that remain invisible to our untrained eyes. Their ability to see a broader spectrum is like having a pair of super-powered glasses. What we might perceive as a dull brown pond, filled with uncertainties, is actually a land of shimmering colors and warmth from a goldfish perspective. Mind-blowing, isn't it? The wonders of nature don't stop there. Some clever frogs have adapted to their environment by using light-sensitive molecules on their skin. Before they even had fully formed eyes, ancient amphibian ancestors may have simply felt the presence of light through their skin. Talk about a back-to-basics approach to seeing the world who needs eyes when you've got skin that's in tune with the sun. This playful light detection showcases nature's creativity in adapting to different challenges. It's a vibrant reminder that seeing isn't just about what we can see with our eyesight, but includes a plethora of methods to understand the environment. So, the next time you find yourself in the great outdoors, remember you might just be experiencing a fraction of what's truly unfolding around you. Each being experiences their reality in unique color palettes and intensity, reminding us that perception is not only a personal journey, but also a blend of evolutionary traits, quirky adaptations, and biological wonders. Moreover, it paints a vivid picture of how interconnected yet diverse life truly is. Welcome to a world where each glance holds a treasure trove of stories waiting to be discovered. Modern frogs are quite extraordinary with their funky adaptations. Embedded in their skin are photoreceptive molecules, which are strikingly similar to the ones we find in eyes. These special receptors tune into brightness rather than images, letting frogs detect changes in daylight and shadow. Imagine a frog, buried in mud or relaxing underwater, still feeling the rhythm of the day. This helps them decide the perfect moment to hunt, hide, or unleash their croaky serenades. Now, let's not forget the pineal gland perched atop their heads, sometimes called a third eye. This not-so-secret sensory organ is a marvel, picking up on light intensity and helping frogs stay in sync with the natural world. Their distributed vision doesn't focus on pretty pictures. Rather, it's about sensing the subtleties of sunlight and moonlight. Frogs manage to live harmoniously with the cycles of light in their wetlands, their songs echoing in time with the universe's heartbeat. And speaking of incredible creatures, let's dive into the world of shrimp, specifically the flamboyant mantis shrimp. Not only does this underwater marvel boast eyesight that would make a human's head spin, but it also possesses a raptorial claw that strikes with jaw-dropping speed. Imagine a punch that accelerates quicker than a bullet. When that claw whips through the water, it creates a cavitation bubble, collapsing with a force that adds a whole new level of dramatic flair to the oceans. Undercurrents. When this bubble implodes, it doesn't just create a simple splash, it's a dazzling display of energy, light, sound, and heat erupt in a moment called sonoluminescence. The temperature inside that fleeting burst could compare to the sun's surface. This shrimp isn't just striking, it's producing light through sheer force, transforming the aquatic battlefield into a stage for nature's fireworks. Talk about a cosmic event hidden beneath the waves. Prey doesn't stand a chance when faced with this underwater marvel. Its strike is so swift, it's like a quick kiss of death wrapped in a wave of pressure. To the curious minds in physics, this tiny creature is birthing stars while dodging predators. Imagine witnessing that a mix of brutality and beauty, a shiny little monster blending the two with effortless grace in the dark reefs. The mantis shrimp dances between predator and little cosmic explosion, leaving onlookers awestruck. Now, let's take a moment to explore the concept of time itself. Isn't it bizarre? Time can feel like a stretchy rubber band, snapping back and forth as it pleases. In moments of thrill or danger, our brains crank up the processing speed, morphing those adrenaline-packed seconds into a slow-motion sensation. You know that split second when a near miss on the road seems to last for ages? That's your mind playing tricks, making you live that heartbeat as if it were an eternity. So, life under the sea and above it presents some wild wonders. From frogs sensing the world around them to mantis shrimps striking with brilliance. Each twist and turn in their lives showcases nature's ingenious ways of survival and beauty. Whether it's a frog croaking out its tune prompted by daylight or a shrimp striking like an oceanic superstar, the dance of life never skips a beat. Isn't it amusing how profound yet playful this world of ours can be? As we stumble through our daily routines, moments blend together, unnoticed. It turns out, our brains are like little data analysts, measuring change rather than counting milliseconds. Think of it as a game of memory vs. sensory input. A new experience like skydiving fills up our mental hard drive, while watching reruns of our favorite show leaves a slim trail of boredom. It's almost like our minds are creating a novel instead of just keeping a journal. And then there's that magical quality of time itself, which can be influenced by things like temperature, emotions, and even how fast your heart is racing. Ever find yourself caught up in a state of deep meditation or utterly drained? The clock might as well stop ticking. It's fascinating to think that time isn't just a ticking clock outside of us, but a quirky construction of our brains. Your moments of awareness shift like colors in a painting, changing shape and essence based on what you're experiencing. Now, let's not forget those moments when fear makes time stretch like a rubber band. Picture this. You're about to take a nasty fall or dodge an oncoming car, and suddenly everything feels surreal, like you're stuck in a slow-motion movie. Some scientists once thought our brain was speeding up like a high-speed camera. But guess what? The truth is even weirder. It's all about how emotions layer our memories in finer detail, making those seconds feel like ages when we look back on them. The brain's built a magical mechanism that helps us pack these tiny moments into our treasure trove of experiences. When danger lurks, the amygdala bursts into action, showering the body with adrenaline, recording everything with laser focus. So when you recall that heart-stopping moment, it feels like you lived it for much longer. Our ancestors had to be quick on their feet. And this nifty trick helped them detect threats with almost supernatural awareness. But here's the kicker. Time isn't just some consistent background music. Oh no, it bends and twists around our emotions. Can you feel your heartbeat? Time ebbs and flows to its rhythm, stretching when we're in a panic and compressing when we're relaxed. Just like how different films seem to last varying lengths based on our engagement, your brain is essentially a maestro, conducting the symphony of time with finesse. Did you know your brain is like a psychic? It predicts what will happen before you even realize it. That slight delay in your experiences, it's just your brain contemplating life before handing it over to you. This predictive talent allows you to feel that everything happens in real time, even if reality says otherwise. Every time you nail a catch in baseball or nail that musical note, it's thanks to your brain being a few milliseconds ahead of the game. Picture your brain as an artist painting the world around you, constantly guessing outcomes and fine-tuning its masterpiece in real time. It's about predicting what comes next and doing it almost reflexively. Throw a ball, finish someone's sentence, or jump in sync with the rhythm. You're actually collaborating with this brilliant mechanism that simplifies life's complexities into something easy and enjoyable. In the grand theater of our existence, time is not just a relentless march forward, it's a canvas painted with emotions, memories, and moments that can make seconds feel like hours. So next time you find yourself experiencing a rush of time, remember, it's not just you. It's the intricate dance of your mind crafting the tapestry of your life with each passing moment. Embrace the experience and let it ripple through your days. When the predictions we rely on go awry, it's like hitting an unexpected glitch in the matrix of our daily lives. Imagine trying to predict when your coffee might spill, only to discover that your cup has decided to defy physics. Our brains, in their relentless effort to save energy and impose stability in a world full of chaos, are constantly working to anticipate the unexpected, even if that leads to some comical misfires. It's as if we're all players in an elaborate game of charades with reality. Sometimes, we just can't guess what's coming next. Your senses are like a super spy team, not just waiting for the action to unfold, but actively snooping around for clues before they arrive. Every sound tickles your ear, every flicker of movement tugs at your attention, and it all arrives with a friendly nudge from your brain's expectation, like an over-eager waiter bringing you your meal before you've even ordered. Your noggin tries to live half a second ahead, but the reality is, it's always a beat behind, steadily analyzing what's happened, rather than what's happening. It's a little like being perpetually fashionably late, even with your own life. So, the now you think you're experiencing is actually a teeny, tiny echo of the past, delayed just enough to keep you guessing. Your senses gather data, processing it like a barista grinding coffee beans slowly, but with great care. Sure, light zips to your eyes in a blink, but your brain, oh, it takes its sweet time brewing up that interpretation. What could have been a beautiful moment of clarity instead becomes this jazzy mix of sounds, sights, and sensations woven into a seamless experience. It's a mind-bending illusion that keeps us cool, collected, and subtly on our toes. If your mind didn't perform such acrobatics to string together these memories into a narrative, you'd be blissfully lost in a whirlwind of stutters and glitches like an old projector skipping frames. Instead, here we are, gliding through time, oblivious to the fact that what we perceive as now is merely the aftershock of what just transpired. We're all in this temporal dance of delayed gratification, moving effortlessly as if choreographed, not recognizing the beauty of these well-timed echoes. Now, let's talk about jet lag, the master of internal mischief. It messes with your sense of time much more than just robbing you of sleep. Picture your body as a finely tuned symphony, conducted by a cluster of neurons singing sweetly in sync with light and dark. When you cross time zones, however, it's like someone abruptly switches the channel, confusion erupts, organs are crooning out of sync, and all the harmony is thrown off. Suddenly, your stomach believes it's midnight, even when the sun shines bright. The sheer absurdity of jet lag is a play to behold. As you wade through the fog of dissonance, trying to stay awake, your internal clock sings its own out-of-tune melody. It affects how you digest food, how alert you are, and even how well you can coordinate your movements. Imagine a drunken octopus trying desperately to dance at a wedding. Until your body learns to acclimatize to the local time, you'll feel half immersed in old habits, fumbling between the familiar and the new. Light is the superhero in this whole debacle, shining a beacon to help recalibrate that pesky internal clock of yours. Just like a plant reaches for sunlight, your body thirsts for it to shift back into rhythm. For some animals, it's a grace they possess. Migratory birds, for instance, adjust with astonishing ease. But humans, we each need our own little weather report before we get back on track. It's a process, and it takes days where you may feel like a time traveler caught between two worlds, haltingly adjusting and yawning into the new day while checking back with yesterday. Ultimately, this little journey reminds us that even our very sense of time requires a little light to find its groove. We're constantly adapting, stuck in this beautiful, hilarious dance of existence. It's a balance, a rhythm where we learn to coexist with the briefest of delays, reminding ourselves how interconnected and yet delightfully discombobulated we truly are in the grand circus of life. So the next time you find yourself skipping through moments, just remember, it's all a part of the universal choreography we share. Picture this: humans, those supposedly navigationally challenged creatures, may actually have a faint magnetic sense swirling around in our brains. Who knew? When plopped into completely dark rooms and shuffled around, people showed brainwave shifts in response to changes in Earth's magnetic field. It was like their neurons threw a party without them even knowing. This hints that we've got magnetite crystals nestled inside us, little iron-based party crashers similar to those found in migratory birds and sea turtles. Let's not be too surprised if you've ever felt that gut feeling about which way to go. Some folks have this uncanny knack for directions, and there's a scientific twist behind it. While most of us rely on a trusty GPS or a crumpled map, traces of our ancient compass skills might still linger, influencing how we orient ourselves in the wild. Imagine having a silent compass inside you, a remnant of evolution, guiding you homeward without the need for a map or Google. Now, here comes the fun part: cryptochrome. That's right, lurking in the eyes of migratory birds and potentially in us too, is this light-sensitive molecule. When these avian wonders bask in blue light, cryptochrome activates, causing paired electrons to tango with Earth's magnetic field. The result, a visual cue, or a magical compass overlay of direction. Birds practically see north and south as gradients of light, like a celestial map painted across their vision. And humans, well, we might be stowed away in the backseat of this electrifying ride. Research suggests we possess cryptochrome in our eyes too, though ours seems to be sleeping on the job or just feeling a bit lazy. If sparked awake, who knows what navigational wonders we'd uncover. Imagine strutting around town with an internal compass that doesn't require a smartphone. But let's be real, it's not just our feathered friends who have the magic touch. Enter salmon, the original homebodies. These aquatic adventurers embark on epic journeys across the open ocean, returning home to the precise river they were born in. Yes, you read that right. They use an internal compass that tunes into Earth's magnetic field as if reading a cosmic map in glorious HD. Each river has its distinct magnetic signature, unique like a thumbprint, and those little salmon commit it to memory while they're still swimming around as tiny fry. It's like they're taking mental snapshots of their destination before heading out into the vast sea. kind of like a well-planned family road trip minus the sticky finger snacks in the backseat. Isn't it just astounding how this invisible compass guides not only wildlife but hints at how deeply intertwined we are with the Earth? The fact that some people still experience that magnetic pull towards a direction makes you wonder if we're all just walking around with dormant artifacts of our ancestors. Perhaps each time we feel lost, there's a compass within urging us forward, nudging us ever so slightly towards home. So, next time you find yourself wondering whether to turn left or right, don't discount that quirky feeling nudging you along. Who knows, maybe you're just channeling your ancient inner compass, an echo of a time far gone when humans roamed the earth more like birds and salmon, just following the pulse of magnetic maps etched into the very ground beneath our feet. Salmon are nature's little navigators, using cues from their environment like a Google Maps for the wild. Once they reach maturity, they somehow tune into the Earth's magnetic pulse, adjusting their routes as if guiding themselves on an invisible roadmap. This magnetic finesse was confirmed by scientists who tested young fish in controlled magnetic fields. Talk about being in touch with your home stream. It's like having a GPS that has been around longer than your grandma's old road atlas. Meanwhile, pigeons are strutting their stuff as aerial navigators, boasting intuitive skills that would leave most in awe. As they flap through the skies, they detect subtle pressure variations like pros, allowing them to navigate unfamiliar terrains even when blindfolded. Each flight is nothing short of a coordinated dance, combining their magnetic sensitivity and visual cues, crafting a multi-sensory earworm of sorts. It's as if the wind is singing them a secret song, guiding their way while they preen in mid-air. These feathered friends have a pretty cool trick up their sleeves: barometric sensitivity. Their super-sensitive middle ear receptors can sense minute atmospheric changes, essentially allowing them to read the weather like a paperback novel. If a storm's on the horizon, these high-flying critters pick up on those air pressure changes and adapt long before the first drop. Who needs a weather app when you can be a living barometer? Now let's take a deep dive into the ocean to meet another elite navigator, the shark. With an incredible ability to sense electric fields, these aquatic hunters are like the ninjas of the sea. Every living creature gives off tiny electric signals. It's all in the numbers thanks to ion movement in cells. Sharks have tiny specialized pores, called ampullae of Lorenzini, around their snouts that help them detect these invisible fields. It's like having an electric radar system built right into their bodies. Prowling the ocean depths, sharks can pinpoint prey tucked away under the sand, making them stealthy predators. Their sensory pores are crazy sensitive, picking up on voltages as low as 1/1,000,000th of a volt. Seriously, that's some next-level electrical prowess. We're talking superhero vibes here. Folks, it's almost like they have a sixth sense, allowing them to navigate and hunt using the Earth's magnetic field as an added bonus. The synaptic wizardry doesn't stop there. As if being sleek, shadowy stalkers weren't enough, sharks use those marvelous ampullae not just for hunting but also for navigating their watery world. The ocean waves may rock their boat, but these fin fighters can sense weak electric currents induced by the Earth beneath their dorsal fins. Imagine feeling the Earth's magnetics sing along with every stroke of the tail. How cool is that? These remarkable creatures, from salmon sensing magnetism to pigeons reading the wind and sharks feeling electric fields, highlight nature's exquisite toolkit for survival. Each of them has evolved unique talents to master the art of navigation and communication. Who knew that the animal kingdom had so many clever tricks up its furry and scaly sleeves? It's like they're part of an elite club of navigators, each displaying their own funky superpowers tailored to thriving in their environments. To a shark, swimming through the ocean feels like dancing in a rave filled with invisible lightning bolts. They rely on their keen vision and outstanding sense of smell to hunt, but electricity, that's their secret weapon for precision strikes. Imagine living in two worlds at once, one we can see and the enchanting energy-filled realm hidden beneath the surface. It's like being at a party where you can feel the bass, even if you can't see the DJ. Now, let's dive into the world of the platypus. This curious creature, sporting a bill that resembles a duck's and boasting mammalian traits, has a hidden talent that's nothing short of amazing. Underneath that soft, adorable exterior lies thousands of electroreceptors. These tiny sensors are like little antennae detecting the electric signals emitted by its dinner menu, which includes worms, crustaceans, and insects. Talk about a dining experience with a side of vibrational finesse. Picture this: The platypus foraging through muddy riverbeds, eyes, ears, and nostrils closed, completely reliant on its uncanny electric sense. It's like going grocery shopping while blindfolded. Yet, with a perfect combination of mechanoreceptors and electroreceptors swirling together, it creates a three-dimensional map of its underwater prey. Who knew such a seemingly clumsy creature was actually a stealthy, exquisite hunter that could read the faintest hum of life around it? Now, let's take a detour into the murky waters of the Amazon, where some fish take electric communication to a whole new level. Species like the electric fish and the elephant nose fish are the original buzzers of the aquatic world. They generate weak electric fields that ripple outward, interacting with whatever floats nearby and essentially chatting in flashes of electricity. Nothing like proclaiming, "This is my territory," with a brilliant electrical twist. In this underwater chat room, every fish has its own distinct dialect, each buzzing about identity, territory, and maybe even some courtship banter. Imagine the drama in the fishy community. The dark waters teem with silent conversations, where individuals recognize one another by unique electric signatures. It's as if they're all texting in a way and adjusting their signals to avoid awkward interruptions from their neighbors. The ocean is filled with constant, evolving electric gossip. And do you know what's wild? While humans took centuries to invent radios, these fish cracked the code ages ago. They communicate via electrical signals that pulse through the water like a live concert, buzzing and whirring beneath the surface. Their electric language doesn't just signify power. It's like a melodic language brimming with life. While we use words, these fish use electric whispers to bond with one another. This electric world is not one bathed in light, but instead, bathed in rhythm. Every living thing is a part of this quiet hum of unity that we, mere mortals above water, rarely comprehend. For the sharks and platypuses weaving through the ocean and the electric fish chatting in the depths of the rivers, life is a legit electric symphony, and it's all happening just beneath the surface. Talk about a shocking revelation. Plants aren't just stationary figures in gardens, they're like quiet spies, actively sensing their surroundings. Picture a vine that bumps into a branch and suddenly decides to hug it like a long-lost friend. How adorable is that? This touchy-feely trait is called thigmomorphogenesis. It's not just a fancy word, it's a survival mechanism. Stems can beef up when regularly touched, standing strong against whatever life throws at them. Who knew plants were into strength training? When the wind breezes by, shaking a leaf here and there, it's not just a casual dance party. Those delicate leaves are responding to every gentle caress with microscopic changes in their cells. It's all happening behind the scenes. Yet this is how plants elegantly adapt to their environments. And it doesn't take long, just a sprinkle of contact can flip the genetic switch within minutes. Talk about having a quick reflex. And let's chat about the Venus flytrap, nature's ultimate snack trap. Those sensitive hairs can detect a mere tickle from an unsuspecting insect. The moment there's a brush, it's game on. With a flair for the theatrical, the trap slams shut, showcasing one of the most awe-inspiring reflexes in all of nature. It's like the plant version of a surprise party. But for bugs, honestly, who would have thought plants could throw shade while simultaneously being breathtaking? However, it isn't just about physical touch. Trees are basically hunters in disguise, detecting sound vibrations from munching insects. I'm not kidding. When researchers played recordings of caterpillars chewing in the wild, nearby trees went into full defense mode, ramping up their chemical armor. They weren't waiting for the actual bugs to drop by. They tuned into vibrations like a savvy radio tuning into their favorite station. It's like an early warning system. How cool is that? Trees can even tell the difference between harmless rustles, like wind, and danger vibrations. This sensibility creates an entire forest filled with the hidden language of pressure waves. Think of it as a party vibe. Only the trees are grooving to the sound of nature while communicating their readiness to fend off attackers. Next time you stroll through a forest, remember, the trees are not just standing still, they're eavesdropping on the world around them. Move aside, humans, even bacteria have their own light sensing skills. Long before anyone had eyes, these tiny single-celled organisms already knew how to figure out brightness. They do this through photoreceptive proteins that change shape when they catch some rays. It's like they're wearing tiny sunglasses, dedicating their lives to chasing the sun or dodging it when it's too bright. Some cyanobacteria take this a step further, functioning like microscopic lenses. Believe it or not, they can even focus light, which could be considered an ancient form of vision. Isn't that just mind-blowing? These teeny organisms showcase just how clever life can be, adapting through simple yet effective means. It's like they were prepping for their future eyes. While doing their everyday dance with light, life sure finds a way, doesn't it? Imagine tiny bacteria cruising through the cosmos, soaking up sunlight like miniature sunscreens. These microbial adventurers don't just float aimlessly, they're in a constant dance with energy gradients, feeling light as warmth or a guiding light. Long before any creature could actually see, these pint-sized pioneers were the original light detectors, marking the beginnings of vision with their ability to sense brightness and shadow. They were the universe's very first witnesses, basking in sunlight like nature's little solar panels. But wait, there's more to your inner cosmos. Your gut isn't just a food processing plant. It has a secret ability to taste what you chow down on. Enter the unsung heroes, the enteroendocrine cells, working diligently in the shadows of your intestines. They sample all the goodies that slip past them, triggering hormonal fireworks that regulate digestion and appetite. It's like having a clandestine tasting party happening deep inside while you're blissfully unaware, munching away. Now, get this, your gut is pretty clever. Those taste receptors don't just kick in at the lips. Nope, they bring their game deep in the belly, where they can detect sugars, fats, and amino acids. So technically, your body's throwing down 2 tastes for every morsel, once in your mouth and again in your gut, where it's doing some serious behind-the-scenes work to keep your energy balanced. When sweetness hits, it's like the gut's giving a thumbs up and saying, "Release that insulin." And those cells are no dummies, either. Faced with a bitter taste, they act like your cautious friend at a restaurant, slowing digestion down to give you a little buffer against potential toxins. This hidden network inside you acts smartly and instinctively, managing cravings and nutrients like a secret life coach, all while you're focused on deciding between pizza or sushi. Now, let's throw the heart into the mix, because it's not just pumping blood, it's got its own vibe going on. Picture a mini nervous system dwelling within your heart, boasting about 40,000 neurons that just hang out, independently processing emotions and information. It's the ultimate multitasker. This little network helps your heart adjust its rhythm in response to how you're feeling or even your environment. When you're nervous, your heart races ahead of your thoughts, skipping a beat like it's got a mind of its own. But when you're calm, it slows down gracefully, almost like it's taking a deep breath. It's a rhythm of emotions that can dance to the beat of your life, contributing to your overall well-being without you even realizing it. So, the next time you bite into a delicious treat or feel your heart race, remember, there's a whole world of sensory communication happening inside you. Your body is a living, breathing orchestra, and you're the audience to its beautiful, coordinated symphony of taste and emotion. Isn't it wild to think that while you're busy enjoying a meal or getting a little jittery, your gut and heart are working together, crafting an intricate story just beneath the surface? Feelings and emotions have their own unique way of expressing themselves. And guess what? It starts with our trusty heart. With some nifty science backing it up, researchers discovered that heart rhythms don't just keep things ticking. They play a role in shaping our moods, decisions, and memories. Picture it. Your heart's beat harmonizes like a symphony, fostering emotional stability. Turns out, the age-old idea that intuition comes from the heart isn't just poetic, it's pretty spot on. Now, let's explore feelings a bit deeper. It appears our hearts have a talent for listening, not in the same way your best friend does over coffee, but in a more rhythmic, emotional way. While our brains may dissect situations in words, our hearts tune into the nuances of feelings. They don't have a thesaurus. They roll with the beats of joy, fear, and all those juicy emotions swirling around us. Our crazy hearts are like the DJ of our inner world. But wait, there's more. Believe it or not, you can actually smell emotions. Yes, you heard that right. Different feelings come with distinct fragrance profiles, almost like the world's weirdest perfume line. For instance, fear stinks literally. When humans sweat from fear, their scent carries chemical signatures that can trigger reactions in others. Those exposed to the fear aroma become alert, while the scent of happiness seems to send smiles floating around the room. Scent, my friends, is a communication powerhouse. Remember, in this modern world, we might not rely on scent for life or death situations like animals, but our bodies are still chatting away with each other. It's like an invisible chemistry class going on in every crowded space. You walk into a room and instantly sense the vibe tense or cozy without anyone saying a word. We've got this innate ability to perceive emotions through the oldest and quietest language out there, scent. Now, let's delve into the super sleuth of the animal kingdom, dogs. Those furry detectives aren't just good for cuddles. They are equipped with an incredible sense of smell, with noses boasting about 300 million olfactory receptors. Dogs can sniff out disease before humans even have a clue something's amiss. They can detect chemical traces in concentrations lower than a drop in an Olympic-sized swimming pool. Now that's some astonishing biology. If you ever wondered how dogs can be so much more in tune with our ailments, it's their nose that does the magic. These remarkable creatures can identify the unique scent signatures of diseases like cancer and diabetes. Imagine them sniffing out tumors hidden deeper than your last piece of pizza. They're not just smelling scent, they're catching the trail of metabolic byproducts, almost like they're chemistry teachers in a furry disguise. So the next time you're feeling a bit off and your dog is suddenly glued to your side, maybe it's sensing something that you haven't noticed yet. There might just be a tiny imbalance in your body's chemistry, and here's the kicker. Your canine buddy is picking up the clues long before you can. Sharing a coexistence with such remarkable beings certainly brings a whole new level of appreciation for those furry companions. For dogs, life is like an endless olfactory buffet, where smells are the main courses and every whiff tells a story. While we rely primarily on our peepers to navigate the world, the canine nose dives deep into a fragrant universe. It's as if they roam through an unseen forest of scents, uncovering everything from love to illness. They can even sniff out a person's bad day. Imagine your dog frowning at you because they detected last night's dinner regrets. Bees, those tiny buzzers we often underestimate, have a nose for trouble too, literally. Scientists have trained them to sniff out explosives, which is a much more fun gig than just gathering nectar. With their snouts equipped to recognize chemicals that are invisible to all those fancy machines, they can detect explosive vapors in minuscule amounts. Picture a bee wearing a tiny detective hat, ready to pounce on any suspicious scent with a little dance and a sugar reward. To teach bees this impressive skill, scientists play a little game of scent and sugar. When a bee gets a whiff of explosives, they are rewarded with a drop of sugar water. It's like a sweet deal, and they catch onto it faster than you can say buzz. In tests, these sweet little agents have sniffed out explosives at concentrations as minute as parts per trillion. Talk about a nose for danger. Imagine a high-tech gadget that involves a bee's keen sense of smell. We're talking about compact detectors that house trained bees in tiny chambers. These bees react to air samples while sensors monitor their buzziness. What's amazing is that unlike machines that need constant calibrating, these bees just need warmth, light, and, of course, a generous splash of sweetness to do their thing. Evolution gave them this superpower, which humans cleverly borrowed for safety purposes. Now, let's talk about us humans because, let's face it, we're not without our scent struggles as we age. Our once sharp sense of smell starts to, well, fade away. It's a process known as presbyosmia, that midlife moment when you can't smell the cookies in the oven or recognize your dear grandma's floral perfume. Yeah, that's the neurons in your nose waving goodbye, and certain scents, especially sweet and floral, tend to vanish first. Not only does the scent world dim, but that decline can mess with our appetite and even our memories. The connection between smell and emotion is like peanut butter and jelly. When one suffers, so does the other. But here's the silver lining. Our brains are pretty adaptable little machines. They tend to magnify our attention towards familiar scents, filling in the gaps with memories that can almost transport us back in time. Interestingly, research suggests that keeping your nose busy may save some scent sensitivity. Imagine doing a little scent aerobics daily. Smell training, which involves deliberately inhaling different aromas, can help revive some of that sensory sparkle. So, while aging might dim the world's fragrance, it can also enhance the aroma of nostalgia. Just one familiar whiff can conjure up a flood of memories from long ago. So, whether it's your dog giving you the puppy eyes because of that leftover pizza in your fridge or a bee heroically locating danger, scent is indeed a powerful player in our lives. It binds us to memories and each other, even as our noses age. That shared love for fragrance keeps launching us down the hopeful, scent-filled memory lane. Smell may fade, but the joys tied to it definitely stick around. Now that's something worth buzzing about. There's something magical about the first whiff of rain on a dry day, right? That earthy, fresh smell that seems to say, hey, nature's about to throw a party. It's known as petrichor. the invisible aroma kissed into the air when raindrops hit parched soil. Thanks to plant oils and a little helper called geosmin, a molecule produced by bacteria, the smell wafts around, hinting that hydration is on its way. Isn't it wild that some people can sniff out geosmin in minute quantities, even as low as just a few parts per trillion? Talk about a superpower. Picture those ancient humans scurrying about as they picked up on the scent before the storm. They probably dashed for cover or scrambled to move their livestock just in time, being the survivalist rock stars of their day. Evolution was like, you know what would really help? Let's give them a radar for rain. And this treasured scent became not just a warning but a symbol of renewal and cleansing. When you take in that rich aroma, you're not just smelling rain. You're tuning into an ancient conversation between water, earth, and life itself. Now, speaking of scents, it turns out that the pheromone game is pretty strong in humans too. Imagine if picking a partner was as simple as sniffing t-shirts. Studies show that we might subconsciously be drawn to body odors that indicate genetic compatibility, particularly in the fancy world of the major histocompatibility complex, MHC, genes. These little scent cues help ensure that any offspring are blessed with a grand mix of immune defenses. Forget Tinder, maybe we should all just start a sniffing club. But here's a fun twist. What smells divine to one person could be a total nose wrinkle for another. Isn't it amusing that while you might think your scent is charming, someone else could describe it as confusing? It's all about chemistry, not happenstance. Scent is like your subconscious saying, that one over there, yeah, they smell like compatibility. While everyone else fades into a background of neutral odors, it's like love at first sniff. Now let's get personal. Each of us is like a walking fragrance factory. We all carry around a unique scent signature that's crafted by our genetics, diet, hormones, and the wee bacteria making their homes on our skin. That's right, even identical twins have slightly different aromas, despite sharing the same DNA. It's wild to think that your smell can tell someone as much about you as your appearance or personality. So, while we might splash on a spritz of cologne or a dab of perfume to layer on our personal brand, at the core, our natural body odor relays silent but powerful messages about our health, fertility, and even our immune systems. The next time you catch a whiff of someone special, just know that your nose might have tapped into a genetic harmony that goes beyond the visual or conversational. In this scented world of ours, those invisible connections are quietly building bridges. Who knew that beneath the layers of skin and social interactions, our biology was engaged in a delicate dance of attraction and compatibility? The fragrant battle for hearts rages on, guided not by just what we see, but by the whispers of our noses. So, the next time storm clouds gather and that intoxicating petrichor fills the air, remember there's a whole world of connections happening around you. Whether it's evoking memories or sparking a connection, that scent is a cue from nature inviting us into the dance of life and love, reminding us that sometimes it isn't just about the storm itself but the delightful chaos that follows. Did you know our personal scent acts like a secret handshake between individuals? While dogs may sniff out the details, humans unknowingly carry our own unique aroma, a molecular fingerprint that clings to everything from the air to the clothes we wear. This scent is a complex brew, and it shifts based on our mood. So, the next time you're stressed or bursting with joy, remember, your emotions might just be rewriting your olfactory biography. Now let's dive into the nostalgic world of books. You know that delightful smell when you crack open an old book? It's a delicate perfume of decaying molecules that transforms paper and ink into aromatic treasures, composed mainly of lignin and cellulose. These compounds slowly break down over decades, releasing sweet, comforting fragrances reminiscent of vanilla and almond. Talk about a sensory experience, you're inhaling literary magic straight from history itself. Conversely, the new book smell carries a different story, one crafted from modern science. It springs from the volatile organic compounds released by printing inks, glues, and coatings, filling your nose with a refreshing scent as you turn each crisp page. This aroma may fade, but together with the musk of aging tomes, it creates a timeless blend that anchors our memories in libraries and cozy reading nooks, where imagination has no limits. Speaking of captivating scents, let's venture into space. Astronauts often return from their cosmic jaunts comparing the smell of their suits to a surreal blend of seared metal, charred steak, and something vaguely sweet. As bizarre as it sounds, it's all about chemistry. high-energy particles zipping through the void interact with spacecraft materials, forging reactive molecules that cling on for dear life until the astronauts re-enter, and voila, the unmistakable aroma of space is released. Now, let's be clear, there's no actual smell in the vacuum of space. Instead, it's the residue of cosmic energy, a fragrance formed from atomic reactions and oxidized dust left in the wake of traveling through the universe. For some, it invokes adventure, while others might liken it to welding fumes or the crackle of fireworks. Either way, it's as if the universe is leaving its own unique signature on everything that dares to take the plunge into its shimmering expanse. In a strange way, these smells connect us across time and space, from the pages of a beloved book to the vast openness of the cosmos. Every aroma has a tale to tell. The burnt scent of creation, for instance, lingers even in the crushing silence of space, reminding us that even out there, in the void, something vibrant is always stirring. It's a reminder that existence is rich, layered, and fragrant, weaving narratives into our lives. So, the next time you're reading your favorite novel or gazing at the skies, take a moment to consider the stories hidden in the scents around you. They form an invisible web that binds our experiences together, an aromatic tapestry connecting past and future. From the cozy confines of libraries to the limitless embrace of the stars, it's more than just a smell, it's a synergy of memories and discoveries, shared through the delicate language of fragrance, inviting us to explore both our world and beyond. Imagine a world where music isn't just something you hear but a technicolor explosion in your brain. That's the vibrant life for people with chromesthesia, a delightful form of synesthesia. For them, jazz notes might sprinkle the air with shimmering gold, while a gentle cello creates waves of deep blue. It's like living inside a painting where the sounds weave themselves into visuals, and each person's palette is totally different. Middle C could shine emerald green for one, while it might blaze crimson for someone else. It's a sensory party of colors. This symphony of senses isn't just whimsical. Brain imaging reveals a cool truth. The auditory and visual regions of the brain light up simultaneously, blurring the lines between what they hear and how they perceive it visually. So, when a musician plays, it's not just sound echoing but a full-on experience that engages both sight and sound together. Throughout history, various artists and composers like Scriabin and Pharrell Williams have marveled at this enchanting gift. It serves as a dazzling reminder that our brains are way more creative than we often give them credit for. They're not a jumbled mess of senses, but rather a harmonious network. But wait, there's more. Some folks don't just see colors, they feel textures when they hear sounds. This rare talent of auditory tactile synesthesia allows certain notes to evoke sensations, almost like a sound spirit brushing against your skin. A smooth piano chord might feel like a luxurious sheet of silk, while the blare of a trumpet can hit you like a wave of jagged metal. Talk about a sensational experience that takes your average concert to a whole new level. When these individuals tap into their senses, the world transforms into a living canvas of textures and feelings. Sounds become tangible, like how voices carry a distinct grain, or chimes have a smooth touch. Even rain patters against a window might tickle the skin, creating surprising ripple effects. It invites you to encounter a reality where perception flows freely, leaving behind the rigid channels of typical sensory experiences to create a vibrant tableau of overlapping impressions. This phenomenon makes us ponder just how interconnected our senses can be. We all experience these echoes at times. Think of the deep bass rumbles that thud in your chest, or that cringe-worthy screech of nails on a chalkboard that sends shivers down your spine. Synesthesia turns those subtle connections into an amplified spectacle, showcasing limits we rarely explore. It's fascinating to think that these layered experiences, often overlooked, might live just beneath the surface of daily life. As if that's not enough, some synesthetes can smell sounds or even taste emotions. Picture that, chewing on a feeling or catching a whiff of your favorite song wafting through the air. It takes sensory crossovers to a whole new stratosphere, igniting curiosity about how intertwined our perceptions might truly be. It's as if these rare individuals possess secret abilities, blending senses that remain hidden from the rest of us, like wizards casting spells of delightful confusion. In this realm of synesthesia, the boundaries of reality blur as sounds morph into a jubilant feast for the senses. Each aroma, taste, and sensation contributes to the colorful symphony that surrounds us, reminding everyone that the world can be much more vivid and intricate than it initially appears. The next time a melody dances through your ears, remember those who transform that sound into a visual masterpiece, showing us how wondrously connected our perceptions can be. In the whimsical realm of synesthesia, the senses blend together in the most delightful and unusual ways. Imagine a world where the sound of a ringing bell wafts through the air like a delicious aroma, or where feelings of joy taste like sweet strawberry sorbet. For some, music isn't just a melody, it's a bouquet of scents that dance around in their minds, with associations that are both consistent and involuntary. Synesthetes experience life on a vibrant sensory spectrum, reshaping the mundane into a magnificent symphony of sensation. The science behind this fascinating phenomenon is equally incredible. Brain scans reveal that synesthetes' brain regions for processing sound and smell are not only in close quarters, they're practically neighbors. This shared real estate leads to an overlap so pronounced that hearing a note can trigger taste or scent. Picture a minor key that tastes like sour candy while peals of laughter erupt in an explosion of zesty citrus. It's not magic. It's just a peek into how differently some people experience the world. Scientists are drawn to these extraordinary minds, hoping to unlock the secrets behind sensory integration. Exploring synesthesia can offer profound insights into how we bind our senses to create a unified experience. It challenges the traditional belief that our senses operate independently, instead promoting the idea that they can harmonize into a larger resonant chord. By understanding how synesthetes perceive, researchers may unravel essential truths about our own sensory experiences, reshaping our knowledge of human perception. Speaking of perception, let's take a turn into the realm of neuroplasticity, the brain's incredible ability to adapt. When individuals experience sensory deprivation, such as blindness, their brains don't just sit idly by. Oh no, they jump into action, creatively repurposing the visual cortex to enhance other senses like hearing and touch. Those who lose their sight frequently develop an impressive knack for picking up on sounds and textures that sighted folks might completely miss. It's like a superpower that turns their world into a finely tuned symphony of sensations. The adaptability doesn't stop there. MRI scans reveal that blind individuals often use visual brain regions when interpreting sounds or the feel of braille, essentially transforming sight into a tangible sensation of sound or touch. The sensory areas of their brains aren't rigid compartments. They are more like a stretchable, flexible network tailored by necessity. This malleability illustrates the brain's philosophy. Deprivation leads to adaptation, proving that it is indeed an artist of its own architecture. For those navigating life without sight, the world transforms into something altogether different, not smaller, but rather reshaped. Instead of relying solely on visual cues, space, sound, and vibrations create a new kind of awareness. Each step taken or soft echo heard turns into a vivid mental landscape. The brains of those with visual loss don't simply sit quietly in darkness, they become dynamic artists, painting intricate images born from sound and sensation. Speaking of sound, did you know that humans, much like bats and dolphins, can learn a form of echolocation? While it's impressive enough that other species rely on this method, it's equally remarkable that some blind individuals have honed their skills to navigate through their environment by creating soft clicking sounds with their tongues. They hear the echoes bouncing back and interpret them, allowing them to move confidently without sight. Talk about multitasking, clicking, listening, and decoding all at once. This tantalizing blend of sensory experiences, adaptability, and connection to the world reminds us how beautifully intricate our brains can be. From synesthetic symphonies to the profound impacts of neuroplasticity, the human experience becomes an extraordinary tapestry woven of sensations. Our understanding of perception only scratches the surface, revealing that what lies beneath is a treasure trove of creativity, resilience, and transformation. In this delightful journey through the senses, who knew a simple sound could paint an entire world? Picture this: individuals who can't see have brains that finely tune into the way sound bounces off everything around them, giving them an almost magical ability to visualize their environment. It's like having an internal map that's constantly updating, where walls, trees, and even those sneaky squirrels become clear as day, all thanks to the echoes that dance off these surfaces. It's not just about hearing. It's about the brain throwing a full-on rave with mental imagery. Isn't it wild how their visual cortex lights up when interpreting these echoes? It's as if their brains are the ultimate artists, converting sound into a vivid canvas of what's out there. With enough practice, these auditory artists can gauge distances, textures, and even sizes of objects like a superhero who doesn't need superhuman hearing, just a little extra focus and the determination to listen closely. This remarkable skill showcases our brain's adaptability, turning sound into what could almost be described as an alternative vision. In total darkness, echolocators don't bemoan their fate. Instead, they embrace it as a melodic symphony of returning whispers. They surf a wave of vibrations and air, painting a vibrant soundscape in their minds. Those born without sight often stumble upon remarkable spatial awareness secrets, navigating life with a finesse that would put many sighted folks to shame. They become like graceful dancers in a world where vision is merely a footnote. Imagine an entire world mapped out in echoes, air currents, and those subtle, often overlooked changes in pressure. This is their reality. Rhythmic cues become vital. The tap of a cane turns into a beat, and warm sunlight on one cheek becomes an orientation. Their brains kick into high gear, with the hippocampus, our navigation guru, working overtime and sometimes even outperforming those with sight. It's not just compensatory. It's like a brain upgrade. Navigating the world without sight morphs into an enchanting experience where obstacles and open spaces transform into sensations of presence. It's all about feeling the environment rather than seeing it. Their awareness is woven from vibrations and sounds, shaping a sense of location that lends a fresh perspective on existence. Who needs a guide when you can sense everything around you through sheer acumen? On a grander scale, our brains are like master chefs, blending every input into one deliciously coherent experience. Billions of sensory signals, vibrations, sounds, and movements streaming constantly, creating a symphony that would mystify even the best musicians. And yet, remarkably, we never feel overwhelmed by it all. Instead, our brains take on the incredible task of synthesis, stitching together these sensory bits into a seamless tapestry of reality. In the hustle and bustle of life, we experience everything as one harmonious melody rather than a chaotic cacophony. Think of it as your brain hosting a big party where all senses come together to create a shared experience. So, those sounds, feelings, and sights, they're not just individual sensations. They're party guests making the most of their time together in the grand ballroom of consciousness. It's incredible how the brain finds innovative solutions, showcasing how adaptable and resourceful we truly are. Whether through echoes or blending senses, our brains are always on the move, demonstrating that even when challenged, they can find light in darkness. After all, who needs eyes when you can turn silence into a vibrant, living experience? The world is a canvas waiting to be discovered, so let's dive into it one echo at a time. When you take a sip of tea, it's not just bitterness, warmth, and aroma doing their own thing. They come together like a well-rehearsed band at a concert. This fusion creates what scientists swaggeringly call multisensory integration, which keeps your experience of reality smoother than a jazz playlist. Your brain's always on its toes, juggling inputs from your senses like a caffeinated circus performer ready for whatever senses seem to be winning that day. Picture this: if your vision takes a vacation, suddenly your ears are sharpening up as if they're prepping for a big presentation. Can't see clearly? No worries. Your trusty eyes jump in, filling the gaps with a kind of imagination only they can muster. Every precious millisecond, your brain stitches together a cozy reality quilt out of whatever scraps it can scrounge. It's all one beautiful illusion of seamless stability. Like a magician's trick, and you're entranced by the sleight of hand. Virtual reality. Oh, it's a trickster of the highest order, nudging your brain into believing it's somewhere absolutely ludicrous, like hanging off the edge of a digital cliff. Even while your actual toes are securely planted in your living room, your brain is doing the CHSHA with those virtual stakes. Suddenly, your heart's racing, your stomach is doing somersaults, and logic hits the snooze button. Your sensory data outweighs factual reasoning every single time. This wondrous phenomenon stems from the understanding that perception isn't about hard truth, but about coherence. If all your senses are in sync, your brain goes, "Cool, we're on the same page." researchers in the virtual reality kingdom tap into this golden rule to combat phobias, train the most adept surgeons, and build bridges of understanding, helping folks step into shoes that don't quite fit them, but are enlightening nonetheless. But wait, reality is not some rigid script. It's more like a flexible piece of clay, reshaped with each passing moment. Ever notice the crazy dance your brain does when sight and sound compete? It pulls a clever switcheroo, favoring what it finds most credible. Cue the ventriloquist act. You know that puppet can't talk, but your brain cheekily lets the sound come from its moving mouth. Bravo! That's the ventriloquist effect for you, showing us how our senses sometimes decide to play nice. Let's spice it up with the MC Gurk effect for a quick laugh. What happens when you see gar but hear BA? Your brain thinks, why not compromise? Let's just call it a... It's like a wise old judge smoothing out disputes. What you perceive isn't reality, per se, but rather what makes the most sense given the circumstances. It's a constant negotiation, with your senses bending and twisting reality into a believable narrative. Now, don't get me wrong, this isn't about trickery. Consider it efficiency in action, an artful dance between your brain and your senses. It's like having a personal bouncer that only lets in the most coherent of information into your perception club. Your brain is less interested in serving up the cold, hard facts, but more about crafting a fun understanding of the world around you. It's a glorious, chaotic symphony that, wired together, makes our everyday reality sing. In the whimsical realm of sensory mischief, you quickly learn that reality is more like a magician's trick than an unfiltered experience. Imagine sitting still in a parked car while another vehicle rolls away, and suddenly, you have a strange feeling of motion. This delightful deception is a phenomenon called vection. Your eyes scream we're moving, while your inner balance insists you're as still as a statue. Isn't your brain just the best drama queen? Now, let's break it down. Your eyes pick up on the movement outside, and your vestibular system, like that overly cautious friend, tries to reassure you that you're firmly planted. Yet, your brain plays referee, siding with your eyes because, let's be honest, they paint a more convincing picture. The mind stitches together this delightful illusion, making you feel like you're gliding through reality, complete with those woe moments of swaying or acceleration, even though you're as stable as a rock. But here's where things get really amusing. This clashing of senses isn't just for kicks. It powers those exhilarating virtual rides and flight simulators that make you feel like a superhero, soaring through imaginary skies while your feet are glued to the ground. It's a funny reminder of just how much we rely on our senses working in harmony, and how easily that harmony can be disrupted. Who knew our bodies were such drama kings and queens? In a world seemingly at rest, your ever-busy brain still whirls with invisible movements. Even if you're perfectly still, it's like watching an unseen ballet play out around you. Your mind conjures motion out of stillness, creating a vivid storytelling experience where every second is like a fresh episode of your life sitcom. It's as if your senses are not simply reporting reality but predicting and embellishing it, which is just a little ridiculous and quite brilliant. Here's a mind-bending truth. Your brain is a prediction machine, always on the edge, crunching data to guess the next episode. It isn't just a passive observer. It's out there playing director and producer, interpreting what you see and hear based on its expectations. When everything aligns, it's smooth sailing. But when those predictions miss the mark, oh boy, you get to see the cogs and gears behind what you thought was the flawless script of reality. Take the Ames room, for example. It can make you look like you're growing or shrinking, all because your brain is convinced that the walls are square. It's like playing a practical joke on yourself, which sounds fun until you realize your brain's assumptions are pulling the strings. Then there are optical illusions, where motion patterns and funky colors hypnotize your mind because it fills in gaps like a toddler tries to draw a cat. Your brain's nifty trick makes perception instantaneous, a real time saver for navigating life. Most of the time, its predictions hit the bullseye, but when they fail, it's like clicking replay just to catch the magical moment when reality didn't match the forecast. It's an eye-opener to realize your world isn't just an array of raw data. It's a film that your brain continuously edits using memories and habits. Bravo, brain. Illusions are reminders that our brains are on a quest for understanding. So, the next time you find yourself marveling at a trick of the eye or feeling a phantom sway, chuckle at the cleverness of it all. You're not easily fooled. You're experiencing the intense grip your mind has on the world, shaping it according to its whims. Yes, pain exists, but blimey, in emergencies, your brain can be like, "Nah, I've got this," and turn it off, proving once again its spectacular range as the ultimate maestro of perception. In a crisis, every hero experiences a strange phenomenon known as stress-induced analgesia, where they feel absolutely no pain from even the most severe injuries. When the proverbial wolf is at your door, your brain springs into action, releasing a cocktail of endorphins and endocannabinoids. This delightful duo distracts you from pain and laser focuses your attention. Evolution crafted this survival hack, proving that in the wild, there's no time to dwell on that knife in your leg. Take soldiers, athletes, and accident victims. They often report that it's only after the danger has disappeared that they realize they've been hurt. Imagine dodging bullets or running an exhilarating race, only to find out later that you've taken some serious damage. This phenomenon highlights that pain isn't an immediate alarm signal. Instead, it's more like an email alert that arrives late because the Wi-Fi was out. Our brains decide when to bring the pain to the forefront, balancing protection and performance like a well-timed circus act. But wait, there's more. Enter the placebo effect, a thrilling twist where your brain can be the best painkiller around. When you believe a remedy will work, your brain suddenly jumps into action, turning wishes into reality. And it's not just all in your head. This effect alters perception and even pain thresholds. Those who unknowingly pop sugar pills can experience a surge of endorphins and less activity in their pain centers. It's like magic, but without the glitter and capes. And just when you thought we couldn't get deeper, the placebo effect manages to spice up mundane experiences like the taste of wine or the volume of a sound. Reality taste tests like they've never been done before. Your expectations shape your reality because your brain is a master of prediction, weaving belief into everyday sensations, crafting a unique sensory experience. It's like having your own personal DJ remixing daily life based on what you think will happen. What's also fascinating is how memories can paint vivid mental dawns of the past. Remember that time you spilled grape juice on grandma's favorite rug? Your brain doesn't just consign that memory to a dusty shelf, it revisits it through dreams, reconstructing experiences with a kaleidoscope of sensory tags. These tags are like magical gold stamps connecting sensations to specific memories, allowing your mind to recall not just what happened, but also how it felt to be there. Neuroscientists refer to this phenomenon as patterns of neural activity, linking memories to different sensations. Picture it like a sensory map where you can relive the sights, sounds, and textures of your life as you drift into dreamland. No wonder dreams feel so real. It's your brain playing a delightful rerun of your life, complete with all the dramatic twists and turns, arousing sensations tied to vivid memories. This delightful interplay between body and mind reveals how fluid our perceptions truly are. Recollections aren't static, they dance and twist, bringing together the fragments of smell, sound, and even that delightful cotton candy texture. And who knew that belief could have such tangible effects? Treating your sensory experiences as a collaborative project means that your mind is contributing to a shared adventure, orchestrating the symphony of life through anticipation and trust. So next time you feel a twinge of pain during an exercise class or a familiar sensation while dreaming, remember, it's all about the extraordinary interplay between perception and experience. Our sensory world is not merely painted by what happens to us. It's a masterpiece shaped by belief, expectation, and the delightful quirks of our mind. Our brains are not just spectators, but directors of the grand sensory production that is life. The scent of rain dances through the air, blending with fits of laughter and the splendid hues of a sunset, all of which are little emotional time capsules tied to specific moments in our lives. When we drift off into sleep, our brains start to spin these memories into whimsical dreams. That's when our sensory cortex gets its groove on partially active. It teases out details from our waking life, creating bizarre yet vividly real dreamscapes. It's like your brain is a DJ, remixing old tracks into something entirely new. Ever noticed how the faint whiff of something nearby or the distant sounds of life outside can sneak into your dreams? It's as if the world around you is throwing surprises into the dream party, mingling memory, imagination, and perception in a delightful blur. Your senses don't clock out after sunset. They're busy, stitching together fragments of reality while you snooze, creating a quilt of echoes and light that wraps around you in the dark. Now, taste. It's not a static affair. Believe it or not, Your sense of taste is affected by your body's circadian rhythm, which organizes everything from sleep cycles to hormone release. In the morning, your palate is like a sugar-crazed toddler tuned into sweetness and shunning bitterness. But come evening, that sweetness, well, it might as well pack its bags because bitterness gets the VIP treatment. Your body is in a never-ending dance with flavors, optimizing how you savor your meals throughout the day. What's more, your body's chemistry fluctuates throughout the day, tweaking things like temperature and saliva levels to influence flavor sensations. That's why your morning cup of Joe packs a different punch than your after-dinner decaf. Chefs and sommeliers often time tastings based on this flavor evolution, maximizing every bite and sip to tantalize the palate. It's like they have a secret hand that knows exactly when to strike for peak deliciousness. But wait, the connection between body and environment doesn't stop at taste. Have you ever felt that odd heaviness or tenderness in your joints right before a storm rolls in? That's your body tuning into the atmospheric pressure drops before the sky decides to unleash its fury. We're not just feeling dramatic, our bodies react to changes, with tissues expanding ever so slightly as barometric pressure shifts. It's nature's way of saying, get ready. The sensitive souls out there may find themselves caught in the crossfire, battling discomfort or fatigue before a weather change even arrives. It's as if they have a secret radar for impending gloom, preparing them for storm clouds before they even appear. Who knew our bodies could channel Mother Nature with such precision? So, whether you're tasting dessert richer than a bank heist at night or feeling like a human barometer tracking the weather shifts, it's clear that our senses and bodies are always in sync with the world around us. Each bite, each whiff, and each little ache carries stories from both memory and nature, unraveling a delightful tapestry of experience. Life is pretty deliciously unpredictable, don't you think? Without us even realizing it, our bodies are in constant communication with our environment, especially the inner ear and skin, which are superb at detecting changes in balance and circulation. Animals have this down to an art. Picture birds settling low to the ground, dogs pacing impatiently, and fish seeking deeper waters. Humans, too, have a remnant of this barometric sensitivity. A gift from our ancestors who intuitively knew when storms were brewing and found refuge just in time. As the air feels thicker and the wind's breath hangs still, your body might already be sending you warnings. There's a subtle dialogue happening between your flesh and the vast sky above, reminding you that you're not as disconnected from nature as you might think. It's almost like a sixth sense, an ancient radar that keeps you in tune with the world's weather, lurking even when you're too busy scrolling through your phone. Ever get that bizarre sensation of someone's eyes boring into your back? You're not alone. Scientists have been scratching their heads over this creepy intuition for ages. In various experiments, people have demonstrated an uncanny ability to detect where someone is looking without even catching a glimpse of them. It seems our brains might be processing all sorts of faint cues, tiny sounds, shifts in warmth, or even changes in air pressure, all while you're blissfully unaware. The leading theory leans towards our evolutionary backdrop. The folks who could sense when predators were lurking had a better chance of surviving, pass on genes, and, stay alive. Think of it as nature's very own survival app, finely tuned to alert you to attention. This phenomenon persists even when the conditions are hack-proof, suggesting that perhaps there's something more profound at play in the spaghetti soup of our brains. Feeling watched triggers real physiological responses, ramping up heart rates and sharpening awareness. Sometimes it's as if your body is way ahead of your eyes, declaring you've become the centerpiece in someone else's gaze. It's like your skin has its radar, ready to pick up on those piercing stares while you're just trying to enjoy brunch. And it's not just about watchful eyes. Some folks claim they can feel atmospheric changes creeping into their joints. Many individuals with arthritis or past injuries have learned to anticipate aches long before the weatherman even speaks of rain. Science supports this folklore. Variations in barometric pressure can affect joint fluids and nerve sensitivity, turning everyday aches into a personal weather report. As barometric pressure dips, air expands, and suddenly those inflamed areas become as sensitive as your aunt's feelings after a family dinner. Humidity and temperature changes can amplify this sensation, giving rise to an internal weather forecast that seems almost psychic. For those in the know, storms can arrive hours before they hit the skies, all thanks to this unique connection between our physical bodies and atmospheric changes. In the grand scheme of things, this phenomenon serves as a reminder that we're deeply intertwined with the world around us. Our very bodies function as barometers of flesh, resonating with the invisible tides swirling in the atmosphere. So the next time your joints grumble before the downpour, or you sense someone's gaze from afar, just chuckle and remember, you're living proof that nature has its own form of communication, one that transcends mere words. Every little ache in our bodies is like a secret note from the universe, reminding us of the ever-changing nature of the air around us. It's as if the weather itself is having a conversation with our bones and joints, whispering tales of its shifts and turns. We aren't passive observers of the weather. We are participants in a grand dialogue of atmospheric pressure and human biology. It's a wild world where our bodies chat with the surroundings. Let's dive into the curious relationship between sound and taste. Picture this, a group of people sampling the same velvety piece of chocolate, yet their ratings wildly differ based on the background noises. High-pitched chirps make it taste like pure bliss, while low rumblings throw it into bitter oblivion. This quirky phenomenon is called sonic seasoning, proving that our ears are sneaky little tricksters, altering how we perceive flavors. It's as if your taste buds are coordinating a sneaky coup with your eardrums. Hotels and restaurants are now leveraging this cross-sensory wizardry, crafting soundscapes that elevate meals to epic experiences. Imagine smooth jazz wafting around your dessert, making every bite feel like a sweet serenade, while deep bass tones accompany your savory delights, turning every morsel into a hearty hug. This isn't just fluff, the psychological effects are very much real, transforming expectations into a delicious concoction of flavor. Even our cherished potato chips become crunchier in a sound-driven world. When they rustle and crackle, our brains respond, declaring them fresher and more delightful. The power of sound doesn't stop at deliciousness. It intertwines with our perception, merging taste and sound into a mind-bending experience. Eating isn't just about savoring flavors, it's an auditory fiesta awakening our senses with every satisfying crunch. Prepare for a colorful revelation. Color isn't just eye candy, it's a master conductor of aroma and texture. Ever noticed how drinks in red cups evoke a feeling of warmth, while the same drink in blue might feel more aloof? It's the magic of color playing tricks on our senses, merging sight and smell in an almost mystic dance. Yellow packs give off vibes of freshness, while greens make you feel all calm and zen, whispering sweet nothings to your senses. Now, think about how your olfactory senses behave in the presence of color. That same neutral perfume can morph into a floral delight next to pink, or a cozy woody scent when paired with earthy brown. Our brains seem to create these little associations from years of conditioning, like nature's very own sensory matchmaker. These quirks in perception tell a captivating story, showing us just how intricately woven our senses can be. Designers, chefs, and even perfumers are tapping into this colorful conversation, using hues to guide emotions and perceptions. The truth is simplicity at its finest. Our eyes can dictate what our noses and hands feel, weaving an elaborate emotional story painted in color. It's like a symphony playing in the background of our day-to-day sensory experiences, each element harmonizing seamlessly. Want to amp up your alertness? Forget the coffee boost. Just inhaling that rich, intoxicating aroma can kick your brain into high gear, firing up those alertness centers like nothing else. It's a heady mix of anticipation and stimulation, with a delightful scent nudging your brain to wake up and smell the productivity. Who knew that a whiff could enhance our reaction time? A sensory surprise, indeed. Fueled by the magnificent interplay of smell and cognitive responses. In a caffeine-fueled world, who knew that just inhaling the aroma of coffee could jazz up your brain? Studies indicate this delightful scent triggers regions linked to attention and, surprisingly, wakefulness. Picture this. Students in an experiment aced their cognitive tests simply by being enveloped in that rich coffee fragrance, no caffeine needed. It's a classic case of brain conditioning where the coffee smell cues up all sorts of recall and zest from previous sips. Over time, our brains form a solid bond with these scents, associating them with energy and action. The dawn chorus of coffee brewing, rustling pages of a fresh book, and the gentle hum of morning all conspire to wake us up not just physically, but in spirit. Together, these sensory delights jog our habits, memories, and that electric anticipation of life unfolding once more. Who knew your senses were so proficient at setting the mood for productivity? And then there's that divine shiver brought forth by sound, the magical sensation known as fissile. A sudden swell in music, a pitch-perfect harmony, or an ethereal voice doesn't just linger in the air. It creates a cascade of tingles down your spine. What's happening here? It's your brain's reward system throwing a party, releasing dopamine when emotional tension catches you off guard. Surprise is the name of the game, and when it strikes, get ready for a pleasure flood. Music's curveballs a strategic pause, an unexpected key change, a heart-pounding crescendo all work magic in your head. When the notes twist and turn in ways you didn't see coming, your brain lightens up with sheer glee. This isn't just a musical fancy, it's a universal truth. Poetry, film, even a stunning idea can stir this visceral reaction. Fee's song, as it's called, acts as a sensory mirror, reflecting our or back at us, blurring the lines between thought and feeling like a cloud of inspiration. Imagine your body responding to something ineffable. It's revving up to applaud an idea your mind hasn't quite caught up to yet. Sensation and emotion latch on tightly, reminding us that our senses are finely tuned instruments, vibrating to the harmonious tune of meaning. So whether it's the narrative tug of a well-crafted line of poetry or the soft embrace of a melody, they all strike a deep chord within us, bridging the gap between thought and experience. Speaking of sensations, let's dive into the world of ASMR, those delightful tingles that sweep over you from delicate sounds. Autonomous sensory meridian response, the fancy term for pure auditory bliss. Whispered words, gentle tapping, or soft brushing can strike a chord deep within, activating your brain circuits tied to relaxation. It's like your brain throws a cozy blanket over your nervous system, coaxing you into an oasis of calm. Interestingly, brain scans reveal that ASMR acts like a warm hug, a rise in activity in areas linked to emotional comfort and bonding. It echoes the sweet sensations you feel during affectionate touch, proving that sometimes life's simplest pleasures are the most profound. With a quick whisper here and a light tap there, you're taken on a journey of sensory delight, relaxing into a state of bliss that feels like a spa treatment for your mind. So, the next time you catch a whiff of that morning coffee or a melody makes you shiver, remember, your brain is working overtime to make those moments magical. It's all interconnected: sight, sound, smell. They weave a rich tapestry of experience that reminds us being alive is more than just existing. It's dancing on the cusp of sensory delight, where every note, smell, and whisper engages both heart and brain in a vibrant celebration of life. For numerous folks, the sweet sound of ASMR is a nightly lullaby, while others find it serves as a charming form of meditation. Imagine the gentle rush of sensory details pulling you into a trance-like state, where every tick of a clock and every whisper becomes a delicate note in the big symphony of life. In this loud, chaotic world, ASMR offers an oasis of tranquility that massages your mind. It's the perfect escape from modern-day noise, where even the softest murmur can stir your inner calm. What's fascinating about silence is that it isn't really silent at all. Sure, we crave that quiet moment, but in the absence of environmental sounds, our bodies take center stage. You might suddenly hear the whoosh of your blood coursing through your veins, the rhythmic beating of your heart, or even the subtle creaks of muscles stretching. True stillness eludes us, as every pulse and breath plays a beautiful tune, reminding us that life is always in motion, serenading us with its vibrant symphony. And then we have anechoic chambers, the ultimate quiet zones that blast our sense of calm into outer space. Visitors often feel uneasy when they're plunged into a sound-absorbing room, since the brain is conditioned to expect some kind of background noise. Take those sounds away, and suddenly we're left to confront the rustling rhythms of our own bodies. It's a surreal experience that challenges our perception of silence and reveals that the real music is the hum of life inside us. For many, the elegance of silence morphs into a tender reminder that we are deeply alive at every moment. Just think of it, the sound of existence, a quiet yet profound melody, hums in the background. When things quiet down, it doesn't mean we are simply cutting out the chaos around us. It's an invitation to listen more closely to ourselves. Silence transforms into a joined experience of awareness, fostering intimacy with our own being. That's some deep philosophical stuff right there. Now let's chat about sleep. Oh, glorious sleep. It's like a sensory magician, flipping switches in our brains as we snooze. Our minds don't simply switch off. Instead, they adjust, operating on a whole new frequency while we dream. Sounds like gentle fan whirring or soft breathing drift into the background, making bedtimes feel like a serene retreat. However, that dastardly creaking door, it's enough to have you bolting upright. wondering if a ghost is trailing behind. Interestingly, during deep slumber, our other senses also take a little holiday. Our noses become less sensitive. But alas, during the dream state, sensory memories awaken, flooding our minds with imagery and vivid sensations. Sleep isn't a void filled with nothingness. It's like a grand reorganizer, shuffling around our sensory inputs to create a unique nighttime rhythm. Each night brings a new reset, guarding our dreams while our bodies quietly keep watch. Upon waking, we realize the world didn't vanish while we dreamed away. Rather, it quietly rearranged itself, re-establishing safety and familiar rhythms. This isn't just a whimsical playground of thought, it's our body's sophisticated performance, attentively safeguarding our sanity while we navigate through the intriguing realm of our subconscious. That gentle listening while we rest is a real-life superpower that keeps us cozy and enveloped in a protective cocoon. Ultimately, our perception of reality becomes a beautifully choreographed symphony created by the harmonious interplay of our senses. The interplay between hearing and silence, dream and waking life, creates a delightful dance that keeps our existence vibrant and engaging. Every heartbeat, every subtle noise adds a layer to the narrative of being alive, proving that we're much more than just isolated sounds in a bustling world with the entire orchestra. Imagine this: every sound, color, and breath is like an instrument in a grand orchestra. Your senses do the heavy lifting, harmonizing all the sensory input into your unique experience of reality. And get this, no two symphonies are alike. Each person's brain spins the same notes into a wildly different melody based on personal memories, feelings, and biology. What you think of as reality, it's a private concert, forever fresh and evolving. Your senses aren't just passive listeners in this grand performance. They're busy translators, turning energetic waves into feelings and thoughts. Right now, as you soak it all in, every little vibration and spark of light is being woven into the music of existence. The universe is the composer, and you're the stunning melody that plays in the background, each note whispering secrets of the cosmos. As tonight's adventure ebbs away, take a moment to let your thoughts settle. You've just explored the miraculous world of sensory perception, from the flickering lights that spark color to the soft caress of air morphing into sound. Everything you experience is woven into the intricate tapestry of life. Your senses are not just tools, they're the threads stitching together reality, twisting the intangible into a living poem that you get to feel every day. Every sound that tickles your eardrums, every taste that dances on your tongue, every aroma that sparks a memory, the universe has a special way of using these sensations to chat with you. And even as you lie there, still and quiet, your senses are dutifully at work, tuning into the world around you. Your skin delights in the gentle caress of air, your ears catch the soft whispers of silence, and your heartbeat thrums a steady rhythm beneath it all. Your body is a fabulous sensor, primarily focused on awareness. It doesn't just sit back and record, it ardently composes your life's soundtrack. When you sleep, this creativity doesn't stop, it drifts into dreams, scattering fragments of sound and touch like stardust. Your consciousness rehearses its own symphony, preparing for tomorrow's grand performance. So, take a deep breath, allow the bright chaos of the day to melt into soothing hums and faraway echoes. Feel your mind lighten, quiet down, and soften. The senses that kept you buzzing with wakefulness now invite you to explore a quieter realm, where sounds transform into thoughts, and thoughts lead you gently into rest. If you've relished this dreamy sojourn into the science of sight and sound, why not stick around? Subscribe for more enchanting tales waiting to be unveiled, like uncharted oceans, mesmerizing stars, and the enigmatic universe of your mind. But for now, you've hit that serene moment where curiosity dances with tranquility. Close your eyes, release the day's grasp, and drift into that infinite sea of soft silence where sensations fade away, and only peace remains. Good night.